A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
The Jack Benny Program, presented by Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Now Venus is a gorgeous girl, but life for her is rough. A statue simply cannot smoke a lucky puff by puff.
I drive a cab in my hometown. I know what people like. That milder, richer cigarette whose name is Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Enjoy your cigarette. Enjoy truly fine tobacco that combines both perfect mildness and rich taste in one great cigarette, Lucky Strike. For only fine tobacco gives you both real mildness and rich taste. And LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So, friends, be happy, go lucky. Try a carton of Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Barry Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday we had rehearsal. About noon, Jack, Phil, Dennis, and I walked across the street to the corner drugstore for some lunch.
Gee, the drugstore's crowded today.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't take too long.
Hey, Merv, you got a table for us? No, but there'll be one empty in a minute. Would you mind waiting?
No, but bring a chair for the old man. He walked all the way across the street. Stop being funny. For your information, Phil, every morning right after breakfast, I walk 5 miles all over Beverly Hills.
Why do you do that, Jack?
He's collecting rent.
That's only on the first of the month.
Hey, look, Jackson, as long as we have to wait, I want to buy some things at the drug counter. Will you hold a seat for me?
Okay.
Well, what can I do for you, Mr. Harris?
Look, I want a large tube of toothpaste, some aspirin, a bottle of mouthwash, and a box of bobby pins.
Yes, sir. What color is your wife's hair?
Blonde, but she buys her own.
Very good, Mr. Harris. Will there be anything else?
Yeah, now let me see. Oh, yeah, I better get some cough drops. I've had a tickling in my throat since last night.
Maybe it's a piece of cork. Now, what kind of cough drops do you want?
Oh, I don't care. Just give me a box of those that are made right here in L.A.
L.A.?
Yeah, it says so right on the box, Los Angeles.
That's lozenges.
Oh.
Your table is ready, Mr. Benny.
Okay, I'll get the others. Phil!
Right here, Jackson.
Dennis!
Oh, just a second, Mr. Benny. I'm weighing myself.
How much do you weigh, Dennis?
370 pounds.
370 pounds?
I invited Don to be my guest.
Well, what good is... Oh, never mind. Come on, kids. Let's get to the table. Hey, Marvin, we're in a hurry to get back to rehearsal, so give us quick service, please.
Yes, Mr. Benny. I'll take the orders myself.
Good. What'll you have, fellas?
I'll have a chicken sandwich on rye bread. Yes, sir. You, Mr. Wilson?
Oh, I'll have a small glass of tomato juice and a slice of whole wheat toast.
Don, is that all you're eating?
Yeah, Jack, I'm on a diet, and that's all I've had for 3 full days.
Dennis, where are you going?
When he's that hungry, I don't want to be close to him.
Oh, sit down.
Yes, sir.
What do you have, Mr. Day?
I'll have a cucumber split.
A cucumber split? What in the name of Duncan Hines is that?
Well, it's like a banana split, only you use a cucumber.
Dennis, ice cream on a cucumber? That must taste awful.
Oh, not if you peel it.
Well, his answer was all right. Maybe my question was silly. How he can eat that, I don't know. Yeah?
What do you have, Mr. Benny?
Let's see. I want to look at the sandwich list. Hamburger, cheeseburger, chicken burger, onion burger, turkey burger, chili burger, Max burger. Max burger? What's that?
That's a proprietor.
I don't know what to order.
Why don't you try a cucumber split?
Dennis, if I live to be 100, I'll never eat a thing like that. It sounds horrible.
If you haven't tried it, don't knock it.
Oh, keep quiet. See, I don't know what to eat. I just haven't any appetite. I haven't felt like eating all day.
Don't take it personally, Jackson. They raised everybody's taxes today.
I know. Mervyn, I'll have a bacon and tomato sandwich.
Yes, sir. What do you gentlemen have to drink?
Coffee for me.
I'll have a Coca-Cola.
Bring me 3 fingers of milk.
Phil, 3 fingers of milk?
I'm on the wagon, but I don't want to forget how to order.
Oh.
By the way, Jackson, Remley asked me to thank you for the raise you gave him.
That's all right, Phil. Anytime your music is improved, I appreciate it.
Why, Jack, what'd Frankie do?
He broke his arm and he can't play. What a nice guy.
How'd Frankie break his arm, Phil?
Well, we were having a little party at Bagby's house, and it was a warm night, so Frankie ran out and took a dive in the pool.
Oh, no water in the pool, eh?
No pool.
Well, no wonder he broke his arm.
He didn't do that till the 3rd dive.
What?
He swam around the backyard like a mole.
Oh, fine.
Here's your food, gentlemen.
Thanks. Now, let's eat fast, kids, so we can get back to rehearsal.
Well, Jack, look who's walking over here.
Why, it's Mr. Kitzel.
Hello, Mr. Benny.
Sit down, Mr. Kitzel. Have some lunch with us.
No, thank you. I ate already. I had the blue plate special. Hoo-hoo, a bargain.
You mean you didn't like it?
Who could like it? Such small portions they give you. 6 green beans, 2 potato chips, and a piece of steak. J. Edgar Hoover couldn't find it.
Well, that's too bad.
Too bad. If it wasn't for the dessert, your whole meal would be awful.
Oh, what'd you have for dessert?
A cucumber split.
Mr. Kitzel, you didn't... Well, maybe it's good. I don't know.
Well, goodbye, Mr. Benny. I got to run along now. I got to pick up my boy and take him to his scout meeting.
Oh, is your son a Boy Scout?
Is he a Boy Scout? You know, only 2 weeks ago he joined, and when I asked him, what did you learn, he rubbed together 2 sticks and burned down the whole house.
Burned down the house?
Uh-huh. When the firemen came, he helped them across the street.
No.
Uh-huh. And with his little knife, he carved "Be prepared" in their fire hose.
Oh, Mr. Kitzel, you're joking.
My. Well, goodbye, Mr. Benny.
So long, Mr. Kitzel. Well, fellas, we better get going, too. We got a lot of rehearsing to do.
Here's your check, gentlemen.
Oh, I'll take it, fellas. I think it's my turn.
No, Dennis, it's my turn.
No, Phil. It's my turn.
No, Don, it's Phil's turn. I keep track of these things. Now, come on, let's go. Dennis, what are you doing at the jukebox?
Oh, one of my songs is on it, and I want to play it.
Well, go ahead and then come right to the studio.
Okay. Got a nickel?
No! Now, let's go, fellas.
Another fall, another spring, but there will never be another you. There will be other lips that I may kiss, but they won't thrill me like yours used to do. Yes, I may dream a million dreams, but how can they come true if there will never, ever be another you? But how can they come true if there will never, ever be
Don, have you got the scripts there?
Yes, Jack.
Come on, Jack. I want to get home. Let's get the rehearsal started.
Phil, we can't. Mary isn't here yet.
Is there anything wrong with her?
I don't know. I hope she's feeling all right.
How'd she look this morning when you collected her rent?
She was all right. She was a little concerned about the controls going off, but then I don't blame her, you know. I'm going to call her up and see what's keeping her.
Oh, Mabel, what is it, Geisel? Mr. Benny's line is working. Yeah, I wonder what Born to be Bad wants now. I'll plug in and find out. Yes, Mr. Benny. Yes, sir, I'll see if she's home. He wants I should get him Mary Livingston. I'll try her number.
Say, Gertrude, you think there's a romance between Mr. Benny and Miss Livingston?
Could be. On the first program of the season, I saw Mary wearing an orchid he gave her.
Well, what makes you so sure Mr. Benny gave it to her?
It's the same one he let me wear in the years. He keeps it in a deep freeze.
Come to think of it, Gertrude, there could be something between Jack and Mary, because Thursday night when I was at the Mocambo, I saw them there together.
Gee, you were at the Mocambo?
Yeah.
Who took you?
Nobody. I went stag.
Well, you're not ahead of me. I went to the Mocambo once, too, and with Jack Benny.
Then you didn't go stag?
No, I went Dutch. Say, you know, Mabel, you should see the change that's come over him since he came back from Europe. He's so continental. Now when he sees you, he bends from the waist and kisses your hand.
My, how romantic.
Yeah. But you got to straighten him up fast or he stays that way all the
You're kidding.
No, it happened the night we went to the Mocambo.
And he was then over all evening? How could you dance with them?
It was awful. When the music started, he came at me like a UFC fullback.
If you hadn't played for Notre Dame, you'd have been in trouble.
Yeah.
Operator.
I'm sorry, Mr. B, but Miss Livingston's line doesn't answer.
Oh, well, never mind. I'll call her later. Gee, fellas, Mary's phone doesn't answer. I wonder where she is.
Maybe she was drafted.
Oh, be quiet!
Look, fellas, let's rehearse until... Come in. Mr. Benny, you want it on the phone in the hall. Oh, excuse me, fellas. Maybe that's Mary. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Benny. This is Rochester.
Oh, hello, Rochester. What is it?
Brace yourself, boss. I've got news for you.
What is it, Rochester? What is it?
Your car's been stolen.
My car stolen? This is awful.
There's 2 schools of thought on that.
Rochester, I'm in no mood for jokes. Is my car really stolen?
Yes, boss. It's gone.
Oh, this is terrible. Just yesterday, I put in 5 gallons of gas. Ethel, yes. Oh, my goodness.
What are you going to do, boss?
Well, don't worry, Rochester. I'll get my car back. The Beverly Hills police are on their toes.
They could be on their knees and catch that car.
Never mind. Just meet me at the police station. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, was that Mary, Jack?
No, John, it was Rochester. What do you think happened, fellas?
What?
My car was stolen.
Your car?
Yes.
Gee, and only yesterday you drove me home and maybe put in 5 gallons of gas.
Yeah.
Ethel, yes.
All right. Now, look, fellas, rehearsal is off. I got to get down to the police station.
Now, where's the quartet? Oh, sportsman! Did you hear the news? Someone stole Mr. Benny's car.
Someone stole Jack Benny's car and drove it right away. It makes us feel so very sad, we just can't help but say, be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky, strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
People call me Madman Munch. With them I can't agree. The guy who stole Jack Benny's car is crazier than me.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
My name is Ronald Coleman, and I live next door to Jack. I hope the man who stole that can will never bring it back.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
My name is Mr. Cassidy. To you I'm known as Hoppy. My horse can't understand who'd steal that broken down jalopy.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
My name is Woody Woodpecker. I laughed the whole day through. And since they stole Jack Benny's car, I've got a reason to.
Be happy, go lucky strike today.
Well, here it is, Beverly Hills Police Station. What a classy place. Look at that sign over the door. Through these portals pass the toughest policemen in the world. Uniforms by Adrian. Well, I'd better go in. I wonder where Oh, there's a girl at that desk. I better ask her. Oh, miss?
Yes?
I'd like to report a stolen car.
Do you have an appointment?
No, I just want to report a stolen car.
Well, we're not very busy today. Perhaps we can work you in.
Well, good.
You may go to the office on the right and see Sergeant Vandermeer.
Well, thank you. Sergeant Vandermeer?
Yes?
I'd like to report that my car was stolen.
Do you live in Beverly Hills?
Yes, I do.
What kind of a Cadillac was it?
Well, it isn't a Cadillac.
A Lincoln?
Well...
Come, mister, what kind of car is it?
It's a Maxwell.
From what country?
No, you see, it was made in this country. That is, well, they don't make them anymore, although the factory is still in existence. They make pencil sharpeners. They had some cranks left over, so it was easy to convert.
I see. Now, tell me, from where was your car stolen?
Well...
Boss!
Oh, hello, Rochester.
The girl at the desk told me you were in here.
Oh, Sergeant, this is my butler, Rochester Van Jones. He discovered the theft.
Oh, the butler, eh? Sit down, Mr. Van Jones.
Huh?
Now recount in your own words the events of the entire day.
Well...
Don't be nervous, Rochester. I'll stand behind you.
Well, Mr. Benny left the house at 10 o'clock. He called me out of my room and said, Rochester, I'll be gone all day, so I want you to clean the kitchen, beat the rugs, wash the windows, polish the stove, wax the floors, and press my clothes.
That's right. I remember telling him to do all those things, and I left at 10 o'clock.
Now, Rochester, where were you at 10:15?
Back in my room, asleep.
Asleep, Rochester?
Quiet, Mr. Benny. Tell me, Rochester, when did you first discover that the car was stolen?
I heard the motor as it went out the driveway.
Oh, I see. You were sleeping, but you just happened to wake up in time to hear the motor.
I didn't just happen to wake up. It threw me out of bed.
Now, look here.
Just a minute, Sergeant. You're suspecting the wrong man.
Yes, I guess I am. It always happens. For 20 years, I've been listening to mystery programs on the radio, and it's always the butler. Always the butler. They drive you nuts. Why do I keep listening to them? Why? I ask. Why?
Sergeant, control yourself.
Yes, I must control myself. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, your car was stolen. Have it here on the report. Make Maxwell.
That's right.
Will you give me a description, please?
Well, it has a black body with blue fenders. That is, 2 of them are blue, and 1 is green, you see?
What about the 4th one?
Well, the color of that one changes. It's made out of lizard skin.
Any other identification?
Well, there's a foxtail hanging rather casually over from the radiator cap. And now let me see what else. Oh, yes, the top goes up and down, you see.
Oh, a convertible.
No, the top just goes up and down.
That's right. You see, we have no windshield to fasten it to, and it's uncomfortable wearing that chin strap, you know.
We'd better not waste any more time, Mr. Benny. Now, if you'll just follow me, we'll go down to the radio room and report the theft to our prowl cars. Just follow me.
Come on, Rochester. See, look at those pictures on the wall. Dillinger, Pretty Boy Floyd. Oh, look, there's a picture of my agent. Gee, I hope I get my car back.
Don't worry, Mr. Benny. We'll not only locate your car, but we'll apprehend the criminal. You see, we'll take fingerprints off the steering wheel.
Well, maybe you ought to get the fingerprints off the door handle.
Why?
We haven't got a steering wheel.
That's ridiculous. What do you do when you get to a corner? How do you make a turn?
We jump out and kick the front wheel.
Rochester.
When we get the car in a circle, we go crazy.
Rochester, please.
Well, here's the radio room. Oh, before we go in, Mr. Benny, have you thought of a reward?
Well, no. If I just get my car back, it'll be enough.
Very well. This way.
Calling all cars. Go to 700 North Rexford. See the man about a disturbance. This is Johnson. That is all.
Calling all cars. Go to the corner of Doheny and Wilshire, code 62. Carey speaking, that is all.
Now, Mr. Benny, Which one of our announcers would you prefer to broadcast the information about your missing car? Lieutenant Johnson or Sergeant Carey?
What's the difference?
Sergeant Carey has a higher hooper. More of our prowl cars listen to him.
Really popular, eh?
Popular? CBS wants to star him in a program called People Are Crooked.
Oh, what do you know? Sergeant, tell him to send out the alarm about my car.
Certainly. Here, Carey, add this one to your list.
Yes, sir. Calling all cars, calling all cars. People look out for these stolen vehicles. Hudson, license number WY7469. Cadillac, DE3327. Maxwell, PU8054.
Gee, I hope they find it soon.
That is all. Good night, Irene.
Gosh, if I don't get my car back, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Mr. Benny.
Dennis, what are you doing here?
Oh, I had to see you, Mr. Benny. Are you sure somebody stole your car?
Of course I'm sure. Why?
Well, when I left the studio, I went home.
Uh-huh.
And when I went into the house, I said, "Hello, Mother. Somebody stole Mr. Benny's car." And then it happened.
What happened?
She filled me full of black coffee, put an ice bag on my head, and called Alcoholics Anonymous.
Alcoholics Anonymous?
I go to my first meeting next Tuesday.
What?
I could go on Thursdays, but I'd rather go with Phil.
Well, you can tell your mother...
Car 28 calling in. Car 28 calling in.
This may be it, Mr. Benny. This report may concern your car.
Oh, good, good.
Okay, car 28, come in.
We found the Maxwell, license number PU8054.
That's it.
The car was found at 360 North Camden Drive.
That's my house.
They brought it back.
Rochester, did you hear that? They brought it back. They brought it back.
This is the third time.
Yeah.
Quiet, please. Tell me, car 28, did you apprehend the criminal?
Only the one that was limping. The other one got away.
You say one of them was limping? Did you shoot him?
No, his toe was broken from kicking the front wheel.
Well, how do you like that? They must have gone by way of Carthay Circle. Come on, Rochester, let's go home.
Jack, we'll be back in just a moment, but first...
Be happy, go lucky, strike. Be happy, go lucky, strike today.
In science and biology, in math and chemistry, there never was a formula like LSMFT.
Yes, Luckies get our loudest cheers on campus and on dates. With college gals and college guys, a Lucky really race.
Be happy, go lucky, strike. Be happy, go lucky, strike today.
Yes, friends, be happy. Go Lucky. Enjoy your cigarette. For Lucky's always give you perfect mildness. In fact, scientific tests confirmed by 3 independent consulting laboratories prove Lucky Strike is milder than any other principal brand. And together with mildness, you always get rich taste, too. All the deep-down smoking enjoyment that comes from truly fine tobacco. For LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So, friends, be happy. Go Lucky. Try a carton of Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, strike. Be happy, go lucky, strike today.
Look, Rochester, the thieves did bring my car back. There it is in front of the house.
Yeah.
Gee, I hope they didn't damage it. Jump in, Rochester, see if it'll start.
Okay.
Listen to it, Rochester. Listen.
Yeah, boys, it's just as good as ever.
It certainly is. Good night, folks.
Be sure to hear Dennis Day and A Day in the Life of Dennis Day. Stay tuned for the Amos and Andy Show, which follows immediately. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
The Jack Benny Program, presented by Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Now I sell Luckies to the fans, yes, that's the smoke to get. They've mildness and a richer taste in one great cigarette.
I am the pitcher for the team. They cheer my every act. The stands are like a Lucky Strike, so firm and fully packed.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Enjoy your cigarette. Enjoy truly fine tobacco that combines both perfect mildness and rich taste in one great cigarette, Lucky Strike. For only fine tobacco gives you both real mildness and rich taste. And LSMFD, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So, friends, be happy, go lucky. Try a carton of Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, just a few days ago, Jack Benny asked the gang over to his house to listen to the World Series. So, let's go back. It's morning, and Rochester is preparing Jack's bath.
Oh, boss! Boss!
What is it, Rochester?
You can come in and take your bath. I've got your tub filled.
In a minute.
Until he gets here, I better add a little more soap and keep blowing through this straw. Mr. Benny likes a lot of bubbles. Look at those bubbles. Once I blew some big ones and they did a dance for me. I better check the temperature again.
Good morning, Rochester.
Your bath is ready for you, boss. Take off your robe and step in.
No, I've decided not to use the tub anymore. You know, I read a book by Bernard McFadden, and he said if you want to stay healthy, you've got to have good circulation. And the best way to get it is to jump out of bed and step into a cold shower.
Right out of a warm bed into a cold shower?
Look, if it's good enough for Bernard McFadden, it's good enough for me.
But, boss, he's younger than you are.
No, he just looks it. He's got a lot of hair. You know? Now, come on, Rochester, open that shower door and turn on the cold water.
Yes, sir.
Let it run a while. I want to get it good and cold.
It ought to be cold enough now.
I guess you're right. Well, here goes. Oh, this is wonderful. It is nothing like standing in a cold shower.
Yeah, but I dare you to put down that umbrella.
Are you crazy? You have to do these things gradually. Now, hand me the soap.
Here you are, boss.
Thanks. Now, hold the umbrella while I scrub my back.
Yes, sir.
This is a light. Rochester, why do you keep moving the umbrella?
It's either you or me, and I've got my clothes on.
Get out of the shower. I want help, not company.
Yes, sir.
Well, I guess I've had enough. That was good. Hand me a towel, Rochester.
Yes, sir. Here you are.
Thanks. Now go down to the kitchen and... Rochester, this towel is marked hers.
That's the one you borrowed from Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
Oh, well, give me the one marked his.
He came and got his.
Oh, well, hand me one of my own. And, Rochester, get out my slippers.
The ones with the pom-poms on them?
No, they have no backs, and I keep losing my arch support. I'll pick out my own clothes. You go down to the kitchen and make some coffee while I get dressed.
Yes, sir. I ought to clean this house more often. Look at that dust on the piano. And somebody wrote his name in it. Kenny Baker. We haven't seen him in 10 years. Well, I'll clean it after I... Hello, Polly.
Hello.
Well, I better dust the piano before I fix breakfast. Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky, sky. You better learn the words, Polly. Coming! Oh, hello, Miss Livingston. Come on in.
Hello, Rochester. Mr. Benny home?
He's getting dressed. He'll be down in a minute. You know, Miss Livingston, he started a new health fad by taking a cold shower this morning.
Oh, him and his health fads. A couple of years ago, he wanted to improve his eyesight, so for months he ate nothing but carrots.
Did it help his eyes?
No, but his ears grew 2 inches. Then he tried to get the lead at Harvey. Oh, hello, Jack.
What's up, Doc? I heard what you said, Mary. You can stop making things up. How's your cold?
Oh, I'm fine now, Jack, and thanks for sending that doctor over. He was awfully cute.
The doctor, he was?
Yeah. And I guess I wasn't as sick as I thought I was.
Why?
He took my temperature, took my pulse, and took me to Ciro's.
That's funny. Me, he takes the Cedars of Lebanon. Did you have a good time at Ciro's?
Yeah, but it's kind of funny going out with a doctor. They've always got their minds on business.
What do you mean?
I told him my steak was too rare, so he put a tourniquet on it.
That's good. I bet your mother sent you that one, didn't you? Say, Mary, the gang will be here pretty soon. We're going to listen to the World Series. You want a cup of coffee?
No, thanks. Say, Jack, who do you think will win the series?
Oh, Philadelphia's a cinch to win.
Philadelphia?
Certainly. How can they lose with players like Eddie Waitkus, Andy Seminick, Richie Ashburn, and Phil Rizzuto?
Rizzuto's with the Yankees.
Oh, yes. I meant to say Charles Ezzard.
That's Ezzard Charles, and he's a fighter.
Well, maybe I did get a little mixed up. I haven't read the papers lately.
You haven't read a paper since you stopped delivering them.
Look, Mary, go in the kitchen and help Rochester make the coffee.
Okay.
I'll get it. Must be some of the gang.
Hello, Mr. Benny.
Oh, hello, Dennis. Come on in. As soon as the rest of the gang gets here, we'll listen to the... Dennis? Dennis? Why is your arm in a sling?
It's my father's fault.
Your father's fault?
Yeah, my mother got so mad at my father, she picked me up and threw me at him.
Then why is it your father's fault?
He ducked and I went right through the window.
Dennis, I wish you'd stop making
Jack,
up...
if the game starts at 1 o'clock in New York, it should be on here.
Oh, hello, Mary.
Oh, hello, Dennis. Jack, the game should be on, and if you... Dennis?
Mary, don't ask him.
But, Jack, I want to know what happened to him. Dennis, what's wrong with your arm?
Nothing.
Nothing? You told me you went through a window.
Well, that's how I hurt my leg.
Your leg?
Then why'd you put your arm in the sling?
When I put my leg in it, I can't walk.
You see, Mary? You see, you wouldn't listen to me, would you? You wouldn't listen to me, would you? Now, look, Dennis, I want to ask you one simple question.
Uh-huh.
I'm silly, but I'm going to ask it. I have no business to ask it. Look, you're wearing a sling and there's nothing wrong with your arm. That I can understand. But why is the sling black?
Notre Dame lost.
And for that, you're wearing a black sling?
Pat O'Brien killed himself.
Now, look, kid, before the gang gets here, let's hear the song you're going to do on the show.
Yes, sir. Hold my sling.
Hold it yourself.
This is La Vie en Rose. When you kiss me, heaven sighs, and though I close my eyes, I see La Vie en Rose. When you press me to your heart, I'm in a world apart, a world where roses bloom. And when you speak, angels sing from above. Everyday words seem to turn into love songs. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always be La Vie en Rose. When you press me to your heart, I'm in a world apart, a world where roses bloom. And when you speak, angels sing from above. Everyday words seem to turn into love songs. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always be La Vie en
That was very good, Dennis. Very good. Gee, I wish I could sing like you do.
What?
I said that I wish I could sing like you do.
Copying, always copying.
Huh?
First you wanted to dress like Phil.
Look, Dennis.
Now you want to sing like me.
Dennis.
You already walk like Mary.
Only when I'm wearing my pom-pom slipper. Now, let's not have any more of... Hey, maybe that's the rest of the gang. I'll get it. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some Luckies and Cracker Jack.
Remley's outside and he's flat on his back.
Well, leave him out there. Come on in, Phil.
Hiya, Jackson. Hello, kid.
Hello, Phil.
Well, Phil, the game will be on pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jackson, but I can't stay. I got to go to a wedding. Sammy, my drummer's getting married.
Sammy? Sammy, your drummer? You mean Moonglow? Sammy's getting married?
Yep, he's going to marry the little girl who used to play harp in my band.
Gee, imagine Sammy getting married. I didn't know they were serious. I knew he went out with her once.
That's what did it. When he brought her home, her father was standing on the front porch with a clarinet, and Sammy thought it was a shotgun.
Well, that's a logical mistake.
Anyway, Jackson, even though I can't stay to hear the game, our bet's still on.
It's on.
How much is the bet, Jack?
Oh, it isn't money.
What?
That's right, Liv. Jack has Philadelphia, I have the Yankees, and the winner gets to kiss Betty Grable.
What about the loser?
He holds Harry James.
Yeah.
Well, if Jack wins, who's going to hold Betty Grable?
Mary, another crack like that, and May is going to have company.
Get it, kid? Huh? Hey, Jackson, speak about the World Series. You want to hear a funny coincidence?
Coincidence?
Yeah.
In my living room, there's a picture of a little gray-haired old lady sitting in a rocking chair. And I just found out her son plays on the Philadelphia ball team.
Really, Phil? Who is she?
Sisler's mother. Oh, Harris, you may not be pitching, but you threw that one by the old man.
Phil, Yogi Berra wouldn't have swung on that one.
Well, look, Jackson, I got to run along. See you later. So long.
So long, so long.
All right, Brimley, we're leaving. Get up, will you, please? Let's get some action. Let's get the... Come on, Brimley.
What a guy. You know, Mary, Phil thinks he's smart because he was appointed dog catcher of Encino. I wouldn't appoint him ambassador to Moscow. It's the last time I'll buy a joke from John L. Lewis.
Jack.
What? I ad-libbed that one in the middle there. I had it ad-libbed for about 12 minutes. I had it written in there already. I wrote it in with pencil so you wouldn't know that. I'm an ad-libbing fool, you know.
Jack.
What?
Why don't you stop picking on Phil? I think he's pretty smart.
Smart?
Yeah, he's a lot smarter than you are.
Smarter than me? Dennis, name me one smart thing that Phil Harris ever did.
He didn't ask me why my arm is in a sling.
Dennis, that isn't being smart. That's self-defense. Anybody who's foolish enough to ask you, come in. Oh, hello, Don.
Hello, Jack. Hi, kids.
Hello, Don.
Hope I haven't missed too much of the ball game.
No, Don. We still have a few minutes. The game doesn't start till 10 o'clock.
Well, look, I've got 11:15.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Don. How can a man of your age and dignity wear a Mickey Mouse wristwatch?
You gave it to me for Christmas.
Oh, did that go to you? Yeah, I meant it for Phil. He can't tell time, so I thought he'd enjoy the pictures.
Jack, if you want to hear the game, you better turn on the radio.
Yeah, come on, let's go in the den.
Oh, by the way, Mary, you all over your cold?
Yes, Don, thank you.
Well, I hope being off the program last week hasn't set you back too much financially.
No, Don, I pay insurance premiums every week, and any time I'm sick and stay off the show, I collect half salary.
Gee, I'd like to get that kind of insurance.
Jack, here's another customer for you.
Thanks. Don, you'll find an application on the piano there. Well, sit down, everybody. I'm going to put on the radio now. Here goes the old ball game.
Ladies, does your husband talk in his sleep? He does? Well, send for our little stool pigeon tape recorder. It will soon pay for itself.
I thought this was the station.
Well, hurry, Jack. We don't want to miss any of the game.
I'm trying.
Valley
Isn't that awful? I can't get the station here.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we bring you another in our series of speakers to discuss the world situation. Tonight we have the Russian delegate, Jacob Malik.
Я очень рад быть здесь. Погода здесь была очень хорошая. Дни были теплые, солнечные, но ночи были довольно прохладные. Конечно, вчера стоял туман. До полудня. Да, в общем, какая разница? Какая разница?
How do you like that? He walked out on himself. Why can't I get the ball game? I've been tuning in to different... Oh, her again. I don't want that.
And now for our next contestant. Your name, sir?
Twombly, Joe Twombly.
Now, Mr. Twombly, your question is, in what year did the Pilgrims land on Plymouth Rock?
1776.
Oh, I'm sorry. You answered that question wrong. But for your trouble, my sponsors want you to have a 13 cubic foot refrigerator, a 16-inch Admiral television, a grand piano, a 40-foot yacht, and $50,000 in cash. Better luck next time.
Gee, it's a shame. It's a shame he didn't answer it right. Now, where is that ball game?
And here we are in the last half of the second inning of a very exciting game.
That's it.
Woodling is up at bat. There are 2 strikes against him, and here comes the pitch. It's a long fly. A high fly. It's going up. High, high, high.
Oh, for heaven's sake, in my excitement, I turned the dial. I'll try to get it again.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming up to the plate is Rizzuto. Woodling is on first base. Woodling is trying to worry the pitcher. He's dancing off the base. He's dancing back again. He's dancing off again. And now he's dancing back. As announced earlier, the coach on first base is Arthur Murray.
Arthur Murray? I thought he was with Brooklyn.
This is a tense moment. Rizzuto calls for time. Steps out of the batter's box, takes his bat and hits his shoe to knock the dirt out of his spike. DiMaggio is now batting. Rizzuto broke his ankle.
Oh, that's a shame.
However, we want you fans to know that even though Rizzuto will be out of the game with a broken ankle, he will collect half salary thanks to an insurance policy he took out in Beverly Hills.
Jack, do you know Rizzuto?
No, he was visiting the Colmans. I happened to be over there.
While I was giving you that little sidelight, DiMaggio took 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. He swings and misses. It's strike 3. The crowd is going wild. And here comes the next pitch. He swings and misses for strike 4.
Strike 4?
And here comes the next pitch. He fans the air for strike 5.
5?
As you know, DiMaggio is the umpire's nephew. And here comes the next pitch.
How do you like that? There's something wrong with the radio.
Well, shake it.
Hit it. Kick it.
I will not. I can't understand it. The set has never gone bad before.
Oh, yes, it did, boss.
When?
During the Dempsey-Tunney fight.
Oh, yes. I remember.
Jack, here's the trouble. The plug is pulled out of the wall.
Well, plug it in. Plug it in.
Here comes the pitch. He swings and misses for strike 12.
Strike 12?
Wait a minute. DiMaggio called himself out. He's tired. The game is still tied at 1-1. Woodling is now on third. And coming up to bat is Charles Ezzard.
You see, Mary? I told you.
The pitcher winds up. There comes the pitch. And now for a few words from our sponsor, Gillette.
Gillette?
Let me tell you about Lucky Strike. Look sharp, feel sharp, be happy, go lucky. It's our custom to bring you famous athletes to say a few words about our product. Now, we'd like you to hear from 4 sportsmen.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me a package of Lucky Strike. That's the cigarette everyone likes. So let's puff on a Lucky. Just remember the name. For it's 1, 2, 3 Lucky Strikes at the old ball game. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. The score for a Lucky is 2-1. Be happy, go lucky. You'll have so much fun if you puff on a Lucky. Just remember the name. For it's LSMFFT at the old ball game. Look sharp, feel sharp, be sharp. Smoke a Lucky Strike.
Now Yogi Berra is at bat. The count is 1-1. Here comes the pitch, and it's a ball knee high. Here comes the windup, and the pitch, and it's ball 3. That one was shoulder high. Here comes the windup again. And it's a strike right across the middle. It was...
Why doesn't she keep out of there?
That was strike 2 on barrel, and here comes the next pitch. What a wallop!
Sonny is down. Yes, he's down. And the referee is waving Dempsey to a neutral corner.
That must have been stuck in there.
Take it, boss. Take it.
I am. There, I think it's fixed now.
The score is tied 1-1. Errors on second, and Mize comes up to bat. It's a crucial moment. The pitcher is winding up, and he's ready to... Oh, boy, I'll have a hot dog. Thank you. The pitcher throws the ball. Mize hits the ball, and it's a long, long fly.
What did he say? Why didn't he put down that hot dog?
Yes, it's going out.
Stop eating already. Why doesn't he stop eating?
Well, that's the end of the ninth. And won the game!
Oh, nuts. Turn it off, Rochester.
Kick it first. I want to see how that Dempsey Tony fight came out.
Never mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, stop fires, save jobs. Remember, the jobs as well as buildings go up in smoke. Fire destroys foodstuffs and materials we need to raise our production higher than ever before. Heed all fire regulations. Put out burning matches and cigarettes before discarding them. Thank you. Jack will be back in just a moment, but first...
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky, strike, be happy, go lucky, strike today.
So round, so firm, so fully packed, they're made without a flaw. That's why you find that Luckies are so easy on the draw.
I'll eat hot dogs or steak or fish, but only smoke one brand. Those milder, richer Lucky Strikes, the smoothest in the land.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky, strike, be happy, go lucky, strike today.
Yes, friends, be happy. Go Lucky. Enjoy your cigarette. For Lucky's always give you perfect mildness. In fact, scientific tests confirmed by 3 independent consulting laboratories prove Lucky Strike is milder than any other principal brand. And together with mildness, you always get rich taste, too. All the deep-down smoking enjoyment that comes from truly fine tobacco. For LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So, friends, be happy. Go Lucky. Try a carton of Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky, strike, be happy, go lucky, strike today.
Well, there's nothing else on the radio, kids. Let's see what's on television.
Valley High.
That's the trouble with television. You can see them, too. Well, I think I'll go outside and get the evening paper. Oh, darn it. The Colmans took it in already. Well, I'll cut across the yard and go back to the house. Oh, for heaven's sake, Remley, why don't you get up and go home?
Be sure to hear Dennis Day and a Day in the Life of Dennis Day. Stay tuned to the Amos Sandy Show, which follows immediately. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
The Jack Benny Program, presented by Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky, strike, be happy, go lucky, strike today.
I wooed my gal with music soft and finally won her hand when I got smart and switched right to that milder Lucky brand.
Right in the mirror on my wall there is a fine reflection. I see big stacks of lucky packs of smoke that is perfection.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike. Be happy, go lucky strike today.
Enjoy your cigarette. Enjoy truly fine tobacco that combines both perfect mildness and rich taste in one great cigarette, Lucky Strike. For only fine tobacco gives you both perfect mildness and rich taste. And LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So friends, be happy, go lucky. Try a carton of Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike. Be happy, go lucky strike today.
The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Barry Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, important things happened in Beverly Hills yesterday. They weren't the kind of things you read about in the papers, but they were important nevertheless. It all started late in the afternoon at Mary Livingston's house.
Oh, Pauline.
Yes, Miss Livingston.
I'd like you to straighten out the house. Mr. Benny is coming over.
Oh, does he want you to sign a new lease?
No, this is just a social visit.
Oh. Well, I can't clean the whole house. Your sister's still asleep in the guest room.
Then skip that room.
Miss Livingston, why did your sister Babe make this trip to California?
For the Legion Convention. She was with the Fighting 69. So, Pauline, let her get all the rest she can because she has to leave soon and go back to her job.
Is she still working as a deep-sea diver?
Yes, and I hope the vacation out here makes her forget her recent loss.
Loss?
She was engaged to another deep-sea diver. May he rest in peace.
Gee, what happened to him?
Well, he was working on a salvage job 80 feet underwater. Babe walked by and he tipped his hat. But Babe will get over it.
I hope so. You know, Miss Livingston, life is funny. Years ago, you and I used to work side by side at the maid company. Now you're a big radio star and I'm your maid.
Yeah. By the way, Pauline, can you lend me $5 for payday?
Sure. Here. That's 10 you owe me.
Okay. Now, Pauline, you can finish cleaning up. I'm going to call Mr. Benny and see what's keeping him.
Rochester, will you please answer? Oh, I forgot. He went to the store. Hello?
Hello, Jack. I thought you were coming over to my house. I'm waiting for you.
I'll be over. What's the rush?
Well, Jack, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's been on my mind a long time, and now that I've worked up enough courage, Jack, come over as soon as you can.
Okay, Snooty, I'll be over. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I wonder what can be so important that you want to talk to me about. You said it was.
Hello, boss. I'm back from the store.
Good, Rochester. What did you buy?
A quarter of a pound of butter, a loaf of bread, 2 pounds of ground round, our usual supply of canned goods.
Oh.
And, boss, I think next week I'll have to shop at a different market.
Why? What's wrong with our regular market?
Well, you know how they charge us less for cans that are bent?
Yes.
Well, this morning they caught me bending them.
Rochester, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Bending cans to get them cheaper. I'm glad you were caught.
They wouldn't have caught me if I hadn't asked for a mop.
What'd you need a mop for?
I tried to bend a bottle of milk.
That's the most ridiculous. Rochester, you're joking, aren't you?
I was just trying to worry you into giving me more money for shopping.
I give you enough. Now, look, Rochester, I've got to rush over to Miss Livingston's house right away. I'll be back for dinner.
Okay.
See you later. Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike. Poodly poo 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 poo. Poodly poo poo. See, that's a catchy song. Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike. Gosh, it's been hot the last 2 days. Temperature's been way up to 104. Sure glad I didn't empty my swimming pool in September. Business has been great. Yesterday they were using towels faster than I could wash them. Be happy, go lucky, be happy. See, I can't imagine what Mary wants to see me about. Couldn't be about her contract. She just signed a new one. I wonder if... Say, I'll bet I know what it is. For years I've been asking her to marry me, and she's always turned me down. Now I'll bet she changed her mind. That's what it is. That's all it could be. Holy mackerel. Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky, strike, be happy. It'll be wonderful when Mary and I get married. We'll be able to go to parties together, go on vacations together, file joint income tax returns. La 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 la. I think I'll stop in this drugstore and get a copy of True Story magazine. There's an article in this issue about me. I wonder where...
May I help you, sir?
Oh, I just want to pick out a magazine. Now, let's see. Oh, here it is. True Story magazine. Yep, here's the article. Well, my picture, too. And it's in color. Gee, look at those big blue eyes. Here's the story. Hello, Everybody, by Jack Benny, as told to Joseph K. I was born in Waukegan, Illinois, 36 miles from Chicago. My father had a nice clothing store.
Oh, clerk. Yes, sir? Give me a package of Lucky Strikes, please. There you are. Thanks.
I would open a store with a buddy named Julius Finnegan. Dad's comment was, if you need your own money, then feel privilege or whatever you let against Julius. Dad and Mother wanted me to be a...
May I wait on you, miss?
Yes, I'd like this deck of canasta cards and 2 packages of cigarettes, please.
Oh, what time?
Lucky Strike.
Yes, ma'am.
Tomorrow's my father's birthday. Could you gift wrap a carton of Lucky?
Well, I'll be glad to.
Thank you.
I was afraid I could never reach it. So I was wondering... See, this story's so long, I haven't got time to stand here and read it. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow. Yeah, it's about me. I'll buy it. Oh, clerk. Clerk.
Yes, sir?
I want this copy of True Story magazine.
Yes, sir. That'll be 20 cents.
Here's $1.
Thank you. I'll get you change.
I wonder if I ought to get 3 or 4.
Oh, hello, Mr. Benny.
Huh? Oh, hello, Dennis.
What are you doing here in the drugstore?
I'm buying a magazine.
Oh,
What are you doing here, Dennis?
I'm buying some arsenic. I'm going to commit suicide.
That's nice. Clerk, give me my change.
Just a minute, mister. Did you hear what he said?
Yes, give me my change.
You know him?
Uh-huh.
What, you going to do anything about it?
No, give me my change.
Well, I'm going to. Young man, why do you want to commit suicide?
Well, the girl I was in love with sneaked off and married somebody else.
Oh, that's too bad. When did you find out about it?
2 years ago.
Clerk, give me my change.
Young man, you say your girl left you 2 years ago. Why have you waited so long to kill yourself?
I wanted to see if Dick Tracy would catch TV Wiggles.
Young man, here's your bottle of arsenic, compliment of the house.
Thank you. Oh, mister.
Yes?
Do I get anything back on the bottle?
Oh, for heaven's sake, Dennis. Go home.
Yes, sir. Goodbye.
You see, clerk? You see? Now, clerk, how about my change?
Here you are, sir.
Thank you. Can't understand a kid like Dennis Day. Seems that the older he gets, the sillier he gets. And yet to hear him sing, you'd think he was a normal human being. What a voice. Yesterday, when he came over to my house to try out his song, it sounded so beautiful. He looked so bright as he was standing there by the piano. I cannot understand this kid.
Irene, good night. Irene, good night. I'll see you in my dreams. Sometimes I live in the country. Sometimes I live in town. Sometimes I take a great notion to jump into the river and drown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
Yep, his voice was better than ever. But as soon as he got through singing, he turned to me and said, "Goodbye, Mr. Benny. Have a nice trip." Then I went upstairs and packed before I realized I wasn't going anywhere. He drives me nuts. Well, there's Mary's house. I wonder how she's going to go about it. I bet she'll be coy and bashful. See, June would be a nice month to get married. I wonder what I could have for my best man. I could have my agent. He should be out on parole by then. Oh, well, I got time to think about it.
Oh, hello, Jack.
Hello, Mary. You want to talk to me, eh?
Yes, come on into the den.
Okay. Okay, Mary. What is it, kid?
Just a second. I want to lock the door.
Oh, gee. Well, come on, Mary. Tell me. Tell me. What is it?
Wait, Jack. I want to shut the window.
The window? All right, Mary, you got me over here. You locked the door. You closed the window. I think, what is it? What are you talking to me about, huh? Huh?
Jack, I've been thinking about this one subject for a long time.
Yes. What is it, Mary?
Jack, something's got to be done about your being so cheap.
What? Is that all you wanted to talk to me about?
Yes, Jack, and I'm serious. It's gone to a point where everybody in town is talking about it.
About me being cheap? Just name one person who said so.
Well, Claudette Colbert, Danny Kaye, Gary...
I only asked for one. And anyway, a fine bunch they are to talk about me being cheap. Especially that Danny Kaye. With that head of hair of his. That guy's too cheap to spend 50 cents for a haircut.
They're $1.25 now.
Oh.
Jack, look, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but all I can do is tell you this. You better change your ways or you won't have a friend in the world.
Well, all right, Mary. I'll tell you what I'll do if you think I'm so cheap. You put on your best evening dress, and tonight I'll take you to dinner at Ciro's.
I'm sorry, Jack, but I already have a date for the night.
You have? With whom?
Oh, somebody. You don't know him.
Oh. You know, Mary, a funny thing. When you called me to come over here, I was so sure you were going to... Well...
Going to what?
Oh, never mind. I'll be running along.
Bye, Jack.
Goodbye, Mary.
Is that you, boss?
Yeah, it's me.
What's the matter? Don't you feel well?
No, I feel all right.
Well, I'll go in and fix some dinner.
Just a minute.
Huh?
Come here, Rochester.
Yes, sir.
Rochester.
Yes, boss.
Rochester,
Do you think I'm cheap?
Oh, no, boss, I wouldn't say cheap. A little snub, maybe, but not cheap.
That's right, Rochester. I don't believe in throwing my money away, but I'm certainly not miserly. See, I remember last year when I was walking down the street and a panhandler came over to me. He only asked me for a dime, and I gave him 50 cents. There they go again. Rochester, I don't feel like eating. I'm going to bed. Good night.
Good night, boss.
Oh, boy, was I fooled. I was sure Mary decided to marry me. I certainly asked her enough. See, the first time I asked her was when she was working at the May Company. See, if she'd accepted me then, we'd have been married a long time now. Maybe even have a family. Imagine being married to Mary. All these years. And have a family. Married to Mary. 286th and Figueroa. Let him off, please. Let him off.
Hey, Mary, here's our corner.
I'm coming, Pauline.
Let him off, please. Let him off.
Gee, I wish I lived closer to the bus line. After standing behind the stocking counter all day, my feet are killing me.
We sure were busy today, weren't we?
Yeah.
Hello, Mrs. Penny.
Hello, Mrs. Krausmeyer. How are the children?
Well, Leonard and Julius are fine.
Well, that's good.
But Irving, Milk, Tack, Sam, George, Cliff, Bonnie, Peggy, Trudy, Michael, and Zip will have colds.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, and what a time for it to happen. The oldest one starts school next week.
Well, everything happens at once. It sure is hot today, isn't it?
Yeah, this is Indian summer. The Indians can stop already.
You said it. Goodbye, Mrs. Krausmeyer.
Goodbye, Mrs. Penny.
As I was saying, Pauline, I'm sorry we had to work so late. I was anxious to get home early because today's my wedding anniversary.
Really? How long you been married to that schnook?
22 years.
Well, buck up, kid. It could have happened to anybody. I almost fell for him myself. I'll never forget that first day he walked into the store. Has he still got that ukulele?
No, he's got something worse now, a violin. Oh, brother.
By the way, how'd you do it?
Joni? Oh, she's fine. You know, she's 17 now.
Time certainly flies.
Yeah. Well, here's where I live. Night, Pauline.
Good night, Mary.
Hello, Joni.
Oh, hello, Mother.
I was so busy with my homework, I didn't hear you come in.
But, Joni, as a rule, you're finished with your homework by this time.
Well, I'm doing it over. I never should have asked Daddy to help me. Look, he did all my arithmetic problems, and every answer is 39.
Oh, that's a number that stuck in his mind. Where's Daddy now?
He's in his room.
Oh. Oh, why doesn't he stop scratching on that thing?
Oh, I know how you feel, Mother. At school, they can't understand why I flunked music appreciation.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I think that...
Oh, hello, wifey. How's my little sweetheart today?
Little sweetheart, little sweetheart. You don't even know what today is.
I do, too. It's our anniversary. It's just 22 years ago today that you said, I do.
Yeah, me and my big mouth.
What?
For 22 years, you've been telling me you're going to be a big radio star. When is it going to happen? When?
Oh, Mother, don't pick on Daddy. He's such a good cook.
Darn right. I've been slaving over a hot stove all day preparing dinner. Now, who can that be?
I'll get it.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, Mother, this is my new boyfriend. I met him in school. His name is Eugene McNulty.
Eugene Patrick McNulty.
Eugene, I want you to meet my mother and father.
How do you do, Mrs. Benny?
No, this is my mother. Daddy, take off that apron.
Gee, and I kissed his hand.
Would you young folks like to be alone?
No, thanks.
I'm not talking to you. Now, come on. Let's leave the children alone.
Okay.
Eugene,
Yeah?
would you like to go into the parlor?
Uh-huh. Gee, what a beautiful room. You've got a big radio, a piano, and a television set.
Yeah, Mother works awfully hard. That's a picture of her on the piano.
Oh, this picture over here. Is this your father?
Yeah, that picture was taken when he was in the Navy.
Gee, you must be proud of him. Underneath it says Admiral.
That's the name of the television set. Here's our family album. Would you like to look through it?
Uh-huh.
This is my cousin Rita.
Oh.
And this is cousin Earl. And this one here is my Uncle Mert.
Who's that tough-looking guy standing beside him?
My Aunt Babe.
She sure has a big head.
That's her diving helmet. And here on the next page is Mama and Daddy's wedding picture. Don't they look nice?
Yeah, but why is your father holding that violin?
Everybody notices that. He played at his own wedding.
Well, what are you laughing
As
at?
they march down the aisle to the strains of Oh Promise Me, Mama has to hold his rosin.
No.
On a pillow yet.
Say, Joni, who's this cute little girl on the opposite page?
Well, that's a picture of me the day I started school.
Oh, but you look like you're only 2 years old.
I was. Daddy wanted me to get through school fast so I could go to work.
I think that's terrible.
Oh, I don't mind, as long as it helps Mother. You know, she's been working at the May Company ever since she and Daddy got married. Work, work, work. She never even had one day off. I was born in an elevator.
All right, Joni, time to eat. Dinner's on the table. Excuse us, Eugene.
Jack, invite him to dinner.
Huh? Yeah. Then I can talk to him and find out how much money he makes. Now, we got to see that our daughter marries well. You can't keep working forever. Come on, children, to the table.
Eugene, you sit here next to Jonas. That's right.
Isn't that cute, Mother? Daddy decided to play his violin while we have dinner.
Oh, Mr. Benny, why don't you sit down and eat with us?
No. I prefer to play. You see, if you care to express your appreciation for the music, there's an empty plate on the table.
Well, that does it.
Huh?
I've stood all I can. I didn't mind working all these years. I didn't mind you insulting my friends. But now you've gone too far. You were hurting Joni's chances, and why? Because you're cheap. That's what you are. You're cheap. You hear me? Cheap.
But, Mary, I'm not cheap. A little snug, maybe, but I'm not cheap. I'm not cheap. I'm not. I'm not cheap.
Whoa, wake up!
Uh-huh.
Oh, you've been dreaming.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I was. Gee, Rochester was the most... I'll get it. Hello?
Hello, Jack. This is Mary.
Oh, what is it, Mary?
Well, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and, Jack, I'm sorry about those things I said to you today.
Oh, that's all right, Mary. I'm going to tell you something funny. I just had a dream that you and I were married. And we had a 17-year-old daughter, Joni. And her boyfriend was Dennis.
Was I still working at the May Company?
Yes.
I thought so. Good night, Jack.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the season of America's most shameful waste, forest fires. Help prevent forest fires by extra care in the handling of matches, cigarettes, and extinguishing campfires. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires. Thank you. Jack will be back in just a moment, but first, everybody be happy, go lucky, and let's get into the spirit of the football season.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky, strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
I count the downs and mark the yards reeled off by every back, and in between the halves I smoke one half a lucky pack.
I lead the crowd in rah-rah-rah to cheer the team we like. But when it comes to cigarettes, we cheer for Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Yes, friends, be happy. Go Lucky. Enjoy your cigarettes. Puff by puff, you'll find Lucky's always give you perfect mildness. In fact, scientific tests confirmed by 3 independent consulting laboratories prove Lucky Strike is milder than any other principal brand. And puff by puff, you always get rich taste, too. All the deep-down smoking enjoyment that comes from truly fine tobacco. Because LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So, friends, be happy. Go Lucky. Try a carton of Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Ladies and gentlemen, the part of Joan Benny was played by Miss Joan Benny. And next
Jack.
week... Yes, John?
The next time you have a dream, put me in it, will you? I didn't have one line on this show.
Well, John, that's right. You weren't in the show. But don't worry. A check will be made out in your name.
Thanks.
Just endorse it and give it to Joni.
What?
Good night, folks.
Be sure to hear Dennis Day and a day in the life of Dennis Day. Stay tuned for the Amos and Andy Show, which follows immediately. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
The Jack Benny Program, transcribed, presented by Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
It's fun to be a traffic cop when you are in the know. You tell all other brands to stop, but Lucky's get the go.
I sell all brands of cigarettes. I know what people buy. That Lucky pack so mild and rich, it's got a red bullseye.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Enjoy your cigarette. Enjoy truly fine tobacco that combines both perfect mildness and rich taste in one great cigarette, Lucky Strike. For only fine tobacco gives you both perfect mildness and rich taste. And LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So, friends, be happy. Go Lucky. Try a carton of Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Barry Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. and gentlemen, next Saturday night, Jack Benny does his opening television show from New York City. So let's go out to Jack's home in Beverly Hills, where we find him packing for the trip. Mary and Rochester are helping him.
Now, let's see. I'll be gone for 12 days. I'll need 2 pairs of shorts, 2 shirts, 2 pairs of socks, 2 handkerchiefs, and a box of duds. Close the bag, Rochester.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute, Jack. You're going to be gone 12 days, and that's all you're taking?
Mary, I'm going by plane. I have to be careful about the weight. You know, they charge you extra if your luggage weighs over 40 pounds. It's 79 cents a pound in New York. Unless you get off at Chicago, then it's 57 cents. Or Kansas City, it's 46 cents.
Well, why don't you go to New York and send your clothes to Albuquerque?
Say, maybe... Oh, stop.
But, Jack, aren't you taking any extra suits?
Certainly, I'm taking my blue serge, my tweed, my herringbone, my pinstripe, and my gabardine.
Well, that's 5 suits. I don't see any of them in the bag.
He's wearing them. They don't weigh the passengers.
I know what I'm doing.
Hello, Polly.
Say, Mary, I've been talking to Polly about my trip. Watch this. Polly, where's Daddy going?
East side, west side, all around the town.
That's right, New York. Now, what is Daddy going to New York for?
Tell her.
Go on.
Tell her.
Tell her what?
Telephone.
Rochester, take the cracker out of her cage.
Television, video, TV.
That's better.
Oh, boss, I forgot to pack your tuxedo. Here it is.
Put it in the fortnighter.
Jack, you're not taking that old tuxedo to New York, are you?
I certainly am.
But look at it. The pants are baggy and the coat is so short it looks like a battle jacket.
Well, that's the latest style.
I know, but this one looks like
it lost the battle. I know. I knew you were going to say that. Anyway, I'm taking that tuxedo to New York, and I'm going to wear it on my first television show.
Well, Jack, if you do, it'll be awfully confusing.
Why?
You'll be on live, and that tuxedo looks like kinescope.
Kinescope. You think you're smart because I haven't got an answer written here. Mary, listen. I have a sentimental feeling about this tuxedo. It's been with me since my start in show business.
Well, why is the right pocket so much bigger than the left?
That's where I kept the fish to feed my seal. Any more questions? Now, come on, help me with these. Come in. Oh, hello, Dennis.
Hello, Mr. Benny. Hello, Mary.
Hello, Dennis. How do you feel?
Boy, am I tired. I pushed my car all the way over here from Hollywood.
Pushed your car? Why?
The motor was broken and it wouldn't run.
Well, if your car isn't running, why didn't you leave it in Hollywood?
I wouldn't have any way to get home.
Look, kid, I'm leaving for New York, and I haven't time for a visit. Now, why'd you come over here?
Oh, there's something very important I have to see you about. It's been on my mind all day.
What is it?
Well,
what?
Gee, I forgot.
Well, maybe you'll think of it later. Now, let's see, my shirts, my socks.
Dennis, did you want to ask Jack something about next week's show?
No.
Oh, was it something about a song that you're going to sing?
No.
Mary, let's get on with the packing, will you?
Oh, I know what I was going to ask you.
What?
Can you lend me $50,000?
Now, let's see. I've got my socks, my handkerchiefs, and...
I'm in a hurry, kid. How about it?
Dennis, leave me alone.
Dennis, what in the world do you want with $50,000?
I'm going into business.
Business?
What kind of business?
Well, I'm going to manufacture little round candy mints and call them lifesavers.
Now, let's see. I have my shirt, shoes, socks, underwear.
I'm going to sell them for a nickel a package.
Dennis, this might be news to you. A little round candy mint called Lifesavers has been on the market for years.
I know. Look at all the free advertising I'll get.
Shoes, socks, underwear.
Dennis, it's all right to manufacture candy, but what made you think of calling it Lifesavers?
Mary, with his head, it's only natural he'd think of something with a hole in it. Now, look, Dennis, you came over here to let me hear the song you're going to do on the show, so forget about lifesavers and sing it.
Yes, sir.
Now, what are you going to sing?
You were meant for me.
Now, cut that! Now, sing the one you're supposed to.
Someone comes along somewhere. There is an only one singing loved old song. The great skies above you will change to fairest blue. Sometime someone will whisper, I love you too. The great skies above you will change to fairest blue. Sometime someone will whisper, I love you
Now, let's see. Have I got everything? I'll be going out nights in New York, maybe rainy and chilly, so maybe I better not take any chances. Rochester, how much does my raincoat weigh?
Weighs about a pound.
Pound extra costs 79 cents.
Shall I put in the raincoat?
No, just throw in a 4-way cold tablet. I think that'll do it. Come in.
Hiya, Jackson. Como se va, Libby?
Hello, Phil.
Hello, Phil.
Hey,
You said hello before the door opened, but it was all right. It's all right, Phil. It doesn't make any difference. I heard you. What is it,
Good
Phil?
answer. I ain't getting paid anyway. Hey, Jackson, there's that suitcase you wanted.
Oh, thanks, Phil. Mine is so shabby. I'm glad you brought your bag over.
Jack, get a load of those labels on it.
Yeah, I used to take it with me when I was on the road playing on one-night stands.
Oh.
Hey, Jack, look at this label here. Ritz-Carlton Hotel, Empty Jug, Texas.
Empty Jug, Texas?
I killed him in that town.
I never heard of the place. Where is Empty Jug, Phil?
It's about 50 miles this side of Rackham-Up, Arkansas.
Oh, fine. Empty Jug, rack 'em up.
Well, I better run along, Jackson. I got to go to the doctor.
Why? What's wrong, Phil?
Well, ever since yesterday, I've had an upset stomach.
Well, maybe it's something you ate.
Oh, boss, calm down.
Yes, I guess you're right, Rochester.
So long, Jackson. Have a good time.
Goodbye, Phil. What a character. He always makes up those silly names of towns like Empty Jug.
Hey, Jackson, your taxi's outside.
Good, good.
Hey, did I ever tell you about the time my band played Mishmash, Arizona?
No, and I haven't got time now. Goodbye. Come on, Rochester. Get the luggage. We have to hurry to the airport.
Say, mister, shall I go by the way of Sepulveda?
Yes, driver. You comfortable, Mary?
Yes, thanks.
Good. It's a pretty long ride.
How far is it from your house to the airport?
$2.40. That's if you stop at the first entrance, you see. Otherwise, it's...
By the way, Jack, you haven't told me where you'll be staying while you're in New York.
the same place, Mary, the Acme Plaza Hotel. I always stay there.
Oh, my goodness, Jack. After the long lecture I gave you last week about being cheap, why must you always stay at an awful joint like the Acme Plaza?
I'll tell you why, Mary. For sentimental reasons. Many years ago, when I was trying to get a start in vaudeville, and I had no place to stay and nothing to eat, and I couldn't find a job, the Acme Plaza let me stay there and fed me for nothing. They did that because they knew I was unemployed.
Oh, gee, Jack, I didn't know that. If they're that nice, next time I go to New York, I'm going to stay there, too.
Okay, but don't tell them I'm working now. You know, they'd feel disappointed. Rochester, have you got all the bags?
Yes, boss.
Jack, you better go in and have your ticket validated. You haven't much time.
That's right.
Flight number 76 for Phoenix, Memphis, and Washington, D.C., now loading at Gate 2.
Now, let's see. Where do I go here?
Attention. Flight number 83 now arriving from Fort Worth, Galveston, San Antonio, and Empty Jug.
See, there is such a place. Say, Mary, before I get my ticket validated, I want to go over to the fruit stand and buy some fruit. Watch my luggage, will you?
Okay.
Hiya, Bud. Long time no see.
Huh? Oh, hello.
Jack, who is that?
You remember, it's that racetrack tout who always drives me nuts. I won't be long, Mary.
Okay.
Flight number 19 now loading at Gate 5 for Anaheim, Azusa, and Cucamonga. Attention, passengers getting off at Cucamonga. Watch your step. We do not stop there.
Now, let's see. Where's the fruit stand?
Hello, Mr. Benny.
Well, hello, Mr. Kitzel. Well, are you leaving town, Mr. Kitzel?
No, I'm waiting for my wife to arrive. She's coming in by plane from Dallas, Texas.
Oh, what time is she due?
In 10 minutes. But I don't know whether her plane is going to land here or at Lockheed or in Pomona or in Pasadena.
Well, isn't the plane scheduled to land here?
Yes, but my wife is such a backseat driver.
Oh, you're kidding.
Kidding, she said. Believe me, Mr. Benny, when that sweet chariot swings low, she'll point the direction.
Well, you ought to know. What was your wife doing in Dallas?
She was visiting our son in college.
Why, Mr. Kitzel, I never knew you had a grown boy.
He's my wife's son by a former marriage.
Oh, you're your wife's second husband.
Her third.
You mean your wife's been married twice before?
This much, she tells me.
Well, what college does your boy go to?
The same one I attended, Southern Methodist.
Well, look, Mr. Kitzel.
Attention, please. Flight 14, scheduled to arrive here from Dallas, will land at San Francisco instead.
Yes, that's my wife. She done it again.
Goodbye, Mr. Kitzel. Now, let's see. What did I want to get? Oh, yes, the fruit stand.
Attention, please. Attention. The Santa Fe Super Chief now landing on runway 7.
Super Chief? How can that be?
It was awfully windy in Barstow.
Oh. Well, I think I'll get a magazine, too. I don't want to sleep anyway. So I might just...
Jack!
Oh, hello, Don. Are you all set to go?
Yes, sir. We ought to have a lot of fun in New York this time, huh, Jack?
I think so, Don. We always do.
You think you'll run into Fred Allen?
Could be. We'll be in New York on Halloween, and that's the night he rides. I nearly killed that one, but I didn't. Just caught it. By the way, Don, where's the Sportsman Quartet?
Oh, they're on a different flight than we are, Jack, and they're on the plane already.
The Sportsmen are on the plane?
Yeah, they're on that one over there. Those 4 girls are their wives saying goodbye to them.
Oh, yeah.
Bye-bye, baby. Remember you're our babies when they give you the eye. Although we know that you care, won't you write and declare that though on the loose you are still on the square? We'll be true, dear, to Lucky's and to you, dear. Don't you worry and fret. You know we'll love every pup, 'cause no pups ever up, dear. They're our favorite cigarettes. We'll buy Lucky, buy nothing else but Lucky's. Listen, we'll tell you why. For real enjoyment and fun, Lucky Strike is the best. So mild and so light that they pass every test. We'll buy Lucky, buy nothing else but Lucky's. We'll be smoking in style, so you'll be gone for a while. Be happy and go lucky, you'll be smoking with a smile. Smoking Lucky all the while.
Well, there go the Sportsmen. By the way, Don, where are you going to live in New York?
At the Sherry Netherlands.
The Sherry Netherlands? Isn't that expensive?
No, I wouldn't say so. You can get a nice suite there for $18 or $20 a day.
Oh, well, that isn't bad.
Oh, I'll see you on the plane, Jack.
Yes. $18 or $20 a day. Big fat show-off. Let's see, I wanted to get some, Oh, here's a fruit stand. Now, let's see. I think I'll take some of these apples. They look good. Next week is National Apple Week, too. Oh, Miss. Oh, darn, she's busy. Well, I just have to wait.
Hey, Bud.
Huh?
Come here a minute.
Look, fella.
What are you doing?
I'm buying some fruit.
What kind?
Apples. What?
Take oranges.
But I don't want oranges. How about grapes?
Haven't got a chance. They're carrying too many seeds.
Oh. Well, what about bananas?
Lay off the bananas.
Why?
I've been watching them for 3 days. I have yet to see one of them get out of the bunch.
I don't know. I wanted apples when I came in here. That's all I wanted was apples.
Listen to me, Bud. Take the oranges.
The oranges?
Well, just look at the breeding. Out of Pomona by Smudge Pot.
Well, I wanted apples, but maybe you're right. I'll take the oranges.
Okay. And peel 'em. Don't be a sucker.
Why does that guy always pick on me? Want apples?
Attention, Flight 21 scheduled to arrive from Salt Lake City, Las Vegas, and Palm Springs has been canceled. The pilot lost the plane in Las Vegas.
Gee, I haven't much time. I better get my ticket validated. Now, let's see. Where's the window? Oh, there it is. Pardon me, mister. I'm Jack Benny. Are you the validating clerk?
Well, who do you think I am behind these bars? Your agent?
Never mind. Just validate my ticket. Thanks. Now, how long will it take Flight 12 to get to New York?
3 days.
3 days? Why so long?
Gary Cooper will be aboard, and he drags his feet.
Oh, don't be so smart. Now, look, isn't there a faster plane than mine to New York?
Well, we have 2 flights leaving for New York at midnight, flights 11 and 12. On Flight 12, the tickets cost $180. And on Flight 11, the tickets cost $19.
Gee, why the big difference?
Flight 11 is a U drive.
Oh, well, I wouldn't want that one. Anyway, I'm on flight number 12. Is that usually a smooth trip?
They're all very smooth.
Oh, then I won't get sick.
No, but whoever sits next to you will.
Now, just a minute. I've taken about all I'm going to take from you. Now, give me your number. I'm going to have you fired.
Oh, please. Please don't. I'm sorry I offended you. Don't get me fired. I have a big family to support. If I'm out of work, my wife and 5 children will starve.
Well, all right, then. I won't report you. But I'll bet you're just making the whole thing up.
Ooh,
Well, that does it. I'd punch you right in the nose if I didn't have to take off 5 coats. I'm going to see that...
Attention. Passengers for Flight 12 to New York may now board the plane.
Jack, that's your call. You better hurry.
Coming, Mary, coming.
Attention, please. Flight 21 from Las Vegas, which was canceled, is coming in on schedule. The pilot finally made a DC-6 the hard way.
Is everything all set, Rochester?
The man is weighing your bags now.
Oh, good.
Attention, please. Flight 22 now leaving for San Joaquin Valley, Sun Valley, Imperial Valley, and Apple Valley.
Hey, Bud. Come here a minute.
Oh, attention, please. Flight 22 now leaving for San Joaquin Valley, Sun Valley, Imperial Valley, and Orange, New Jersey.
What? Well, I gotta go. Come on, sweetie, give me a kiss.
Look, mister, don't get fresh with me.
Mary, it's me. The propeller blew it off.
Oh.
Come on, give me a kiss. Goodbye, Mary.
Goodbye, Jack. See you in New York.
Goodbye.
Jack will be back in just a minute, but first...
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
I keep a lighthouse by the sea to guide all those astray. It tells them to get Lucky Strike and light up one today.
A secretary has to know where everything is filed, and Lucky Strike goes under M because it's really mild.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Yes, friends, be happy, go lucky. Enjoy your cigarette. Puff by puff, you'll find Lucky's always give you perfect mildness. In fact, scientific tests confirmed by 3 independent consulting laboratories prove Lucky Strike is milder than any other principal brand. And puff by puff, you always get rich taste, too. All the deep-down smoking enjoyment that comes from truly fine tobacco. Because LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So, friends, be happy. Go lucky. Try a carton of Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Say, Don, this is a nice, smooth trip, isn't it?
It certainly is, Jack. By the way, who's going to be on our television show?
Well, besides you and me, it's going to be Rochester, Mr. Kitzel, Mel Blanc, the Sportsman Quartet, and our guest star, Dinah Shore.
Dinah Shore? Well, isn't she expensive?
No, Don, she's nuts about me. And by the way, do you know who's going to be our guest on next Sunday's radio show?
Who?
My next-door neighbors, Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
Well, aren't they kind of expensive, too?
Not this time. I promised them I'd move. Good night, Don. I'm going to sleep.
Ladies and gentlemen, figures show that each day last year, 1,100 American homes had a fire. You can stop fire in your own home by using just a little care. Don't smoke in bed. Have heating and electrical equipment repaired promptly. Fire prevention is your job. Thank you.
The Jack Benny Program, transcribed, presented by Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
No smoking troubles do I have, I stay a happy guy. I smoke the smoke that's great to smoke, it's got a Red Bull eye.
Throughout the South and up north too, most smokers will agree. The mildest, richest smoke of all is LSMFT.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Enjoy your cigarette. Enjoy truly fine tobacco that combines both perfect mildness and rich taste in one great cigarette, Lucky Strike. For only fine tobacco gives you both perfect mildness and rich taste. And LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So, friends, be happy. Go lucky. Try a carton of Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, as most of you know, Jack did his first television program last night here in New York. So let's go back to yesterday, a few hours before his TV show, and look in on Jack's room at the Acme Plaza Hotel, where Rochester is busy as usual.
Every time Mr. Benny comes to New York, he insists on staying here at the Acme Plaza. What a joint. No rugs, the ceiling leaks, and we're 3 floors underground. But one nice thing about the boss, he never lets anything bother him. He's going to do his first television show in a couple of hours, and he's calmly taking a bath. Well, I better make sure that I have all of his clothes laid out for him. Let's see. I wonder if I ought to put suspenders on his pants. I better not. If he doesn't get any laughs, he may want to drop them. Look what time it is. The boss better hurry up and finish his bath or... Oh, for heaven's sakes, look at this. Such forgetfulness.
Yes?
Boss, you forgot your towel.
Just a second. I had another one. Wait till I fasten my bathrobe, and I'll hike back to the room. In that joint, you have to fasten the bathroom, too. There, that does it. Have you got dinner ready, Rochester?
Yes, sir.
You put out my clothes like I told you to?
Yeah?
Oh, Rochester, one other thing. I want to make an impression on the television audience tonight. So do you think I should wear that big pearl stud on my shirt front?
Boss, I wouldn't give them nothing to aim at.
Oh, stop. Now, Rochester, get me my makeup kit. I want you to make me up for the show.
Okay. Come over here in the light.
All right.
Sit down here.
Now, first, I think this is the way. First, put on a powder bit. Now, you better put some lipstick on me. A little more. More lipstick. This lipstick tastes good. What did you make it out of, Rochester?
Cold cream and catsup.
Oh.
I call it Heinz number 7.
Now, put some shadow under my eyes.
Boss, I think you have too much rouge on.
No, Rochester. In television, you have... I'll answer the door.
Oh, excuse me, I have the wrong room.
No, this is the right room.
Get your hands off me, lady. I'll tell my mother.
Dennis, it's me, Jack Benny. I've got makeup on.
Oh, well, that won't do any good. They're drafting women, too.
Dennis, I'm wearing this makeup because I'm doing my television show tonight. Come on in.
Gee, this is a lousy room.
Look, Dennis.
Did you just have dinner?
No, why?
There's some mushrooms on the floor.
They're growing there.
Rochester, instead of making up jokes, why don't you just... Come in.
Hello, Jack. Hello, Dennis.
Hi, Mary. Welcome to the Black Hole of Calcutta.
Oh, quiet. Mary, what took you so long getting here?
I forgot your room number, so I had to go up to the lobby again.
Well, why did that take so long?
I had to sit for 20 minutes in the decompression chamber.
Decompression chamber. Some smart stuff. Can't understand. This is my opening show, and everybody comes in with jokes. No fruit. I never saw anything like it. Mary, did you buy those things I asked you to?
Yes, Jack. Here are the eyelashes. They're the longest ones I could get.
Good. Did you get me a G-string?
Mr. Benny, not on your first...
It's for my violin! Now, Mary, give me the things you bought.
Here you are, Jack. You owe me $1.28.
$1.28? Now, you must have made a mistake. It couldn't be that much.
I knew you'd get excited about it, so I wrote it down. Violin string, 70 cents. False eyelashes, 40 cents. And subway fare, 20 cents.
That comes to $1.30.
Rochester, help me. Don't fight me.
But Miss Livingston said it came to $1.28, and it does come to $1.30.
That's all right, Mr. Rochester.
While he's my valet, you can call him Rochester. When you see him outside, you can call him Mr. Anderson.
right, Rochester. Mr. Benny.
If we ever get through with this show tonight, we're lucky. Finish that line. It won't get a laugh anymore anyway.
That's all right, Rochester. Mr. Benny gave me an empty Coke bottle, and I got 2 cents back on it.
Oh, Mary, you're so funny.
A pretty girl is like a melody.
Dennis, stop dancing. And put down those eyelashes. They aren't fans. Now, if you feel like singing, do it right.
Okay.
That kid makes me so nervous.
Is my treasure, dear one. Your kiss is rich as wine, and it's mine. Yes, it's mine. The wonder of you. Yours, love is yours. Because I love you. To you I give my heart so madly, madly beating. With every beat repeat, I'll always love you so.
Now, Mary, do you think I look all right for the show?
Yes, Jack, and don't be nervous. I'm sure you'll be a big hit.
Gee, I hope so. Come in.
Hello, Jack.
Oh, it's you, Don. Well, come in as far as you can. Are you a little jittery about, Don, are you a little jittery about our first television show tonight?
Well, I was a little bit, Jack, but not now. I finally got a great idea for the commercial.
For our television show?
Yes. Come on in, Prince.
Don, what's this?
Jack, I happen to get a hold of the only talking dog in the world.
No.
Imagine what a novelty that will be on the television.
Yes, but Don...
Jack, I know it's hard to believe, but this dog can do the whole Lucky Strike commercial.
I can't believe it.
Well, watch this. Come on, Prince. Come on. Let's start the commercial. Come on. Did you hear that, Jack? He said, LS-MFT, LS-MFT.
Don, he said LS-MFT?
Yes. Now, come on, Prince. Give him the rest of it.
Don, dog, wait a minute. Don, what did he say then?
He said, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your cigarette. Enjoy truly fine tobacco that combines both perfect mildness and pleasant taste in one great cigarette, Lucky Strike. For only fine tobacco gives you both real mildness and rich taste.
Don, he said that?
Yes. The word mildness was indistinct. He lisps a little.
I know, he got some on me. Well, Don, I think that... What'd he say? Don, what'd he say then? The last line. What is it?
He said, be happy, go lucky. Be happy, go Lucky Strike. He can't sing.
Oh. Don, that's Rinso White.
He gets confused. He's got 2 shows.
Don, truthfully, I don't think this talking dog will work out on television.
Well, why not?
Well, everybody will be able to see it's Mel Blanc. You know, his mustache gives him away.
Well, I guess you're right. Well, come on, Mel, let's go.
Look, come back and close the door. Stupid dog. Imagine Don coming in with an idea.
Oh, Jack.
Yes, Mary.
I helped Rochester select the clothes for you to wear on the show, so you better go in the other room and get dressed.
Oh, well, don't leave, Mary. I'll be dressed, and if it's that dog again. Come in. Yes?
Mr. Benny, I'm Irving Fine of the Associated Press. I wanted to get a story about your television show tonight.
Oh, good. This is Miss Livingston.
How do you do?
How do you do?
And this is Dennis Day.
Welcome to the black hole of
Dennis!
Calcutta.
Dennis, please. Sit down, Mr. Fine.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Benny, I'd like to get some information about your first television show. Who are you going to have on it?
Well, I'm having the Sportsman Quartet, Don Wilson, Rochester, Mr. Kitzel, Mel Blanc.
Stupid dog.
Dennis. And our special guest star is Dinah Shore.
Are Mr. and Mrs. Coleman going to be with you?
Oh, Ronnie and Benita? No, they won't be on tonight.
Oh, you call the Colemans by their first name. What do they call you?
That's why they're not on tonight.
Now, that's not true, Mary. They just couldn't make the trip. I borrowed their luggage.
By the way, Mr. Benny, there's something that I've always been curious about. How did you ever meet the Colmans?
You mean the very first time? Well, you see, they lived next door to me, and... Oh, it's a long story.
Go ahead, tell him, Jack.
No, I wouldn't want to bore him.
I'd like to hear about it.
I'll tell him.
Mary, I wish you wouldn't.
Oh, don't be so sensitive, Jack. Now, it's getting late. You'll go in the other room and get dressed.
Oh, all right.
Well, Mr. Fine, this is how Jack first met Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman. Happened about 5 years ago, shortly after Mr. Benny returned from England. I came over to Jack's house in Beverly Hills, and when he answered the door, he was wearing a tuxedo.
Oh, hello, Mary. Come in.
Jack, you're all dressed up. Where are you going?
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman invited me to dinner tonight. See, they live right next door.
I know, but they've been living there for 12 years. It's strange that they should suddenly invite you.
Well, I have the invitation right here in my pocket, and I wish Rochester would be a little more careful with my mail. Fortunately, I found it lying out on the back porch.
Let me see it.
Here it is.
Dear Jack, glad to know you are back in America. Benita and I would love to have you for cocktails and dinner Sunday evening. We'll expect you around 8. Ronald Coleman.
There you are.
Oh, what does he mean, back in America?
My trip to England this summer.
Oh, yes. But I still can't understand it.
Never mind that. How do I look?
Well, Jack, your tuxedo's awfully tight.
It is now. What does a woman know about men's clothes? Rochester.
Yes, boss?
How does my tuxedo look?
The jacket seems all right, but I wouldn't wear those pants. They're too tight.
Well, I don't care. I'm going to wear them anyway.
Okay, but if you bend over, there's going to be panic in the streets.
I'll be all right.
You better get going, Jack. It's 8 o'clock.
No, Mary, I think I'll be 5 minutes late. It'll make a better impression on the Colmans. I bet they're more nervous than I am.
Oh, Ronnie, where are you?
Right here in the library, Benita.
Darling, shouldn't you be dressed? You know, we're having a guest for dinner.
A guest tonight? Who?
You remember, Jack. Jack Wellington from London.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, good old Wellington. Then you mailed him that letter I wrote.
No, dear. I couldn't find it anywhere. It must have blown out of the window. So I phoned him instead. He should be here in a minute.
Oh, splendid, splendid.
Well, Ronnie, aren't you going to dress?
Oh, no, darling. Not for Wellington. This turtleneck sweater's all right. He likes informality.
Oh, well, I won't bother either. Darling, would you mind choosing the wine for dinner?
Yes, in a moment, darling. I just must finish this letter to the Beverly Hills Chamber of Commerce. Let me see. So, much as I hate to complain again, I think every effort should be made to prevent Mr. Benny from commercializing this section.
Ronnie, you know those complaints never do any good. You've been writing them for 12 years.
Yeah, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Besides, you know, they were helpful that time when I reported Benny was hanging his customers' laundry on our rose trellis.
That wasn't so serious.
Not serious? Why, every time I wanted to pick a rose, I had to reach through Jimmy Stewart's underwear. I get so mad every time.
Now, dear, after all, Mr. Benny is our next-door neighbor. And last week you yourself said he's acquiring a new sense of responsibility when you saw him installing a sprinkler system on his front lawn.
Yes, I should have known he was up to something.
What do you mean?
Well, that sprinkler system has become the only 29-cent car wash in town.
Can't be.
Why, yesterday, I saw him standing down in the corner throwing mud at the passing car. This man must be stopped. Where money is concerned, he's positively inhuman.
I suppose you're right.
Oh, I know I'm right. And those people he surrounds himself with. What a grotesque bunch of characters. Take that Phil Harris chap.
Phil Harris?
Yes. The way he comes up the sidewalk every morning. Yelling, "Okay, Jackson, don't be a mug. Harris is here, so bring out the jug." What a remarkable fellow. Does he have some connection with Mr. Benny's program?
Yes. I understand he leads the orchestra.
Oh, he's a musician.
No, he just leads the orchestra.
But that young girl, Mary Livingston, now, she seems very nice.
Yes. How she ever got mixed up with that bunch of schlemiels, I'll never know.
Neither will I.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Coleman.
Oh, yes, Sherwood.
Mr. Jack Wellington has arrived.
Good.
Come on, Ronnie. Jack.
Wellington, old boy.
Hello, Ronnie, Benita. So nice of you to have me over to dinner. I came direct from the tennis courts. I hope you don't mind my being in just slacks and a slip-over.
No, of course not. We hate formality.
Tell me, Benita, what are all those cars lined up in the driveway next door?
That's Jack Benny's house. He's running a car wash.
Splendid. Just what I need. As I turned the corner, some bounder threw mud on my car.
See, Benita?
Yeah. But come now, Ronnie, get behind the bar and mix us a cocktail.
All right.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Coleman.
Yes, Sherwood?
There's a gentleman at the door, sir. Here's his card.
His card? Jack Benny, star of stage, screen, radio. And square dance caller. Has own PA system. Jack Benny here? What in the world can he possibly want?
I don't know.
Look, Sherwood, tell him I'll call him later. We have a guest for dinner.
But, Mr. Coleman, he said that you were expecting him for dinner.
For dinner? Benita, did you invite Jack Benny for dinner?
No, darling. Are you sure you didn't?
I'm positive.
I say, Ronnie, is this the eccentric chap you were telling me about who's on the wireless?
Well, his coming here is obviously a mistake, but we must make the best of an awkward situation. Sherwood, show Mr. Benny in, and then set another place for dinner.
Very good, sir. Follow me, Mr. Benny.
Thank you.
Well, hello, Ronnie, Benita.
Hello, Jack. Come in.
Yes, come in.
We were just going to have a cocktail.
Yes, Mr. Benny, this is our friend Jack Wellington.
Oh, pleased to meet you, old chap.
Well, I didn't expect anyone else to be here, but that's just like the Colmans. Always room for one more. Yes, sir.
Ronnie.
Oh, yes.
Yes, sir.
Well, the cocktails are ready. Here we are. Bonita, happy day. Wellington, your health. Benny, good luck.
Too hard. Sorry, I didn't mean to break the glass.
Oh, and that set was 150 years old.
Well, I'm certainly glad I didn't break any of your new stuff. Well, I'll just sit here and read a magazine while you three go upstairs and dress. No hurry, you know.
Oh, no, Jack, old boy. This is just an informal gathering.
Oh. Mr. Wellington, you're from England, aren't you?
Yes, I am, old fellow.
Tell me, Wellington, how are things over there?
Well, it's been very exciting, especially with the election and all.
Yes. Oh, I'd love to get away to England if my schedule would only permit it. But I'd like to be there in the spring.
Oh, yes, Ronnie. At that time of the year, everything is so beautiful. Especially the Thames.
Yes, the jolly old Thames.
I always take them whenever my stomach's upset. They're very good, you know. Yes, sir.
Yep.
You said it.
Pardon me, but dinner is served.
Thank you, Sherwood.
Come, gentlemen, let's go into the dining room.
Okay.
Ronnie, take my arm.
Take your partner by the hand. Sashay right with an Alameda Grand. Do-si-do and... Oh, pardon me. The way you people are dressed threw me for a minute.
Come along. Let's all have dinner.
Bonita, that certainly was a wonderful meal. Yes, sir.
Well, it's getting kind of late.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't realize what time it was.
Ah, yes, it is getting rather late.
It's only 9 o'clock. Yes, sir. Yep. Time marches on.
Yes, sir.
Yup.
Well, I guess I better be running along. Time for me to go home. Good night, Mr. Wellington. Very happy to have met you.
Good night, old boy, and with my luck, we'll probably meet again.
Yes, thank you. Good night, Bonita and Ronnie. I had a lovely time. Thanks so much for inviting me.
Oh, you're very welcome, I'm sure.
Yes, we were happy to have you.
Thank you.
I'll show you to the door, Jack.
Oh, thank you. Well, good night, Ronnie, old boy. I had a swell time. And say, I'm awfully sorry about Wellington.
Wellington? What do you mean?
Oh, I know you're loyal to your friends, but isn't it awful the way a guy like him can throw a damper on a party, you know?
You know, Jack, there's a lot of truth in what you say.
You're telling me. Well, goodbye. I'm not out yet.
Oh, pardon me.
Well, good night, Ronnie.
Good night.
Yada-dee-da-dum, da-dee-da-dum, da-dum, da-dee-da-da-dum. Gee, they're nice people, the Colmans. Da-dum, da-dee-da-da-dum. That Wellington seems to be a nice chap, too. I can't understand him just dropping in uninvited. Oh, well. Yada-dee-da-dum, da-da-da-dum.
Jack will be back in just a moment, but first, let's everybody be happy, go lucky as we join in a Halloween party.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky, strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
A witch I am at Halloween, I ride my broom with glee, and trail a great big sign that says Motel SMMP.
A jack-o'-lantern I may be, a pumpkin from way back,
but I've got brains enough to pick that milder Lucky pack.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike. Be happy, go lucky strike today.
Yes, friends, be happy, go Lucky. Enjoy your cigarette. Puff by puff, you'll find Lucky's always give you perfect mildness. In fact, scientific tests confirmed by 3 independent consulting laboratories prove Lucky Strike is milder than any other principal brand. And puff by puff, you always get rich taste, too. All the deep-down smoking enjoyment that comes from truly fine tobacco. Because LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So, friends, be happy, go Lucky. Try a carton of Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike. Be happy, go lucky strike today.
Good night, folks. We're a little late.
The Jack Benny Program, presented by Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike. Be happy, go lucky strike today.
I carry letters all day long as happy as can be, but the letters that I really love are LSMFT.
I gaze into my crystal ball, and what I see I like. He's not so dark or handsome, but he's smoking Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike. Be happy, go lucky strike today.
Yes, light up a Lucky and enjoy the happy blending of perfect mildness and rich taste in one great cigarette, Lucky Strike. Remember, only fine tobacco gives you both perfect mildness and rich taste. And LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So next time, try a carton of Lucky Strike and be happy, go Lucky.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike. Be happy, go lucky strike today.
The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Barry Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Benny and his cast are returning from New York, where Jack did his first television show. At the moment, they're in Mary's compartment aboard the Super Chief playing 20 questions.
Now, let's see, Mary. We've used up 19 questions, and we found that you're thinking of something that's animal. He's very famous in show business and is over 6 feet tall.
That's right, and you kids have only one question left.
Geez, this is a hard one.
Well, I'll take a guess. Is it Jimmy Stewart?
No.
Well, that finishes our 20 questions. Who is it, Mary?
Harvey, the invisible rabbit.
Oh, Mary, that's not fair. After all, Harvey doesn't exist. It's a figment of a man's imagination.
So what? Universal just finished a wonderful picture about it.
Yeah, and I can't understand it. How can a studio make a picture about something and nobody sees it?
Warner Brothers did.
Warner Brothers did. Some funny stuff. Let's get on with the game. It's your turn, Dennis.
Okay, I got a good one.
Well, is it animal, mineral, or vegetable?
It's animal, I think.
You think?
Yes. Is a bird considered an animal?
Certainly. Hey, Mary, the silly kid just gave himself away. Watch this. Tell me, Dennis, is it a bird?
Uh-huh.
You see, Mary? You see?
Yeah. Dennis, is this bird extinct?
No.
Well, is this bird found in America?
Yes.
Is it a whippoorwill?
No.
A sparrow?
No.
A robin?
No.
A thrush?
No.
Wait a minute, Dennis. Is this a very large bird?
Yes.
An eagle?
No.
A buzzard.
No.
A hawk?
No.
Well, now, look, Dennis, does this...
Wait a minute, Don. Hold it. I think I've got it. Dennis, does this bird go to Capistrano quite frequently?
Yeah.
It's a swallow.
No.
No?
No. Does everybody give up?
I do.
No, I give up.
Me too. What is it?
Walter Pigeon.
Walter Pigeon?
Dennis, how can you say he's a bird?
I read in the paper where he just flew to New York.
All right, Dennis, you thought he was a bird because his name is Pigeon and he just flew to New York. How can you say that he frequently goes to Capistrano?
His mother lives there.
Dennis, that's the silliest.
Jack, it's your turn now.
I know, and I've got a good one. You'll never get this one. Go ahead, all you smart guys. Start guessing.
Okay, Jack, is it animal, mineral, or vegetable?
Animal.
Is it alive?
Yes.
A human being?
Yes.
Has it got a mustache?
Yes.
My sister Babe?
Mary, stop. I'm trying to be serious. Now, go ahead and guess.
Well, now, let's see. He's a man with a mustache. Is he in show business?
Yes.
Does he make pictures?
Yes.
Is one of his pictures currently showing?
Yes.
I know. He's Herman Quigley, the assistant cameraman on the picture The Glass Menagerie.
Gee, that's right. How in the world did you ever guess Herman Quigley?
It was obvious.
Obvious.
Yes. Just before you went to New York, you ran into him at the Brown Derby. He had forgotten his wallet. You loaned him $1.50, and he's been on your mind ever since.
Yeah, gee, I hope he pays me back the money. Look, his watch doesn't even keep good time.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Jack. Do you mean to say you kept a man's wristwatch for $1.50?
Mary, business is business. It's your turn, Don.
Well, you better skip me for a few minutes. I want to go back to my compartment and see if the porter took all the dishes out.
Don, why is it whenever we're on a train, you never eat in the diner? You always have your meal served in your compartment.
My wife makes me do that.
Why?
She doesn't want people to see what a pig I am.
Oh, well, I don't blame her. Well, hurry back, Don, so we can continue with the game.
Okay.
Hey, Kid, I'm glad Don's gone. I got a trick I want to play on her.
Yeah, what is it?
Well, look, you know Don. You know, he's always thinking about Lucky Strike.
Uh-huh.
So when we play the game again, it's his turn. He's sure to pick Lucky. And we'll make believe we can't guess it.
Well, what makes you so sure he'll pick Lucky Strike?
Because he never thinks of anything else. In fact, when he went on his honeymoon, he registered at the hotel as Don Wilson and Cigarette. So remember, when he comes back, we'll trick him.
Well, gee, Mr. Benny, do you think that's much fun?
You mean tricking Don?
No, going on a honeymoon with a cigarette.
Oh, keep quiet. That's him. Now, don't forget, Kid. Come in. Oh, it's Phil.
Hi, Jackson, Dennis. Hello, Livy. How's the little lady who makes this train more super than the chief?
Hello, Phil.
Say, Phil, where have you been keeping yourself?
Oh, me and some of the musicians are having a little fun in my drawing room. We're playing a game called 2 Questions.
No, Phil, you mean 20 questions.
No, 2 questions. Ginger ale or straight?
I should have known. I haven't seen you since you fell off at Kansas City.
Coming or going?
Phil, you fell off going, too?
Jackson, I got to do things to make people laugh. I'm still looking for a sponsor, you know.
Oh.
Well, at least Phil got back on. Remley missed the train entirely in Chicago.
Well, you can blame that on Jackson's program.
On my program?
Yeah, they keep hollering, be happy, go lucky, and Remley overdoes it.
Well, look, Phil, whether he overdoes it or not, as soon as we arrive in Los Angeles, we're going right to the studio for rehearsal. And if he isn't there, I'm going to dock him 2 weeks' salary.
You can't scare Rem with that kind of stuff. He comes from a very wealthy family.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Sure. His father made a fortune growing sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes?
He's got the biggest yam plantation in Texas.
Ooh, what he said.
He said yam! Well, this is as good a time as any to tell you. Now, I'm not gonna complain about Remley or the rest of your boys. On radio, nobody can see them. But what are you going to do when you go on television?
That don't bother me, Jackson. I'm not going on television till they make them screens bigger.
But, Phil, they already have 20-inch screens.
I know, Dad, but if they don't get Harris life-size, you're being robbed.
Oh, I'm sure of that.
Anyway, when I do go on TV, Jackson, I'll tell you one thing. I'd like to have a cast like you had on your first show.
Yeah, Dinah Shore, Rochester, Don Wilson, the Sportsman, Mel Blanc, and Mr. Kitzel.
You know something, Jackson? I realize that Mr. Kitzel is popular, but can you imagine them making a television station and naming it after him?
A television station?
Yeah, right in Los Angeles. Channel 2, Kitzel.
That's KPSL. Kitzel.
A natural mistake for a chap who fell off at Kansas City. Yeah. Well, so long, kids. I'll see you later.
Bye, Phil.
Bye, Phil. Now, kid, don't forget, we're going to...
Hey, Dennis. Yeah? Hey, kid, I almost forgot. My arranger wants to know what song you're going to sing on the show next Sunday.
Oh, I'm going to do Frosty the Snowman. Here's the music.
That ain't going to do me no good. You sing it to me, and I'll sing it to my arranger.
Oh, fine. Go ahead, Dennis.
Okay. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly, happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found, for when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Oh, Frosty the Snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me. Frosty the Snowman knew the sun was hot that day, so he said, let's run and we'll have some fun now before I melt away. Oh, down to the village with a broomstick in my hand. Let's run here and there all around the square, playing catch me if you can. He led them down the streets of town right to the traffic cop, and he only paused a moment when he heard him holler, stop! Frosty the Snowman had to hurry on his way, but he waved goodbye, saying, don't you cry, I'll be back again someday. I'll be back again someday. You bet.
Dennis, that was a beautiful song. What's it from?
Well, didn't you see my new picture, I'll Get By, made by 20th Century Fox with June Haver, Bill Lundigan, Gloria DeHaven, and me?
Oh, is that where the song comes from?
No, but I thought I'd plug my picture.
Dennis, I saw your picture in New York, and I thought you were wonderful in it.
Well, naturally, you'd say that. You're nuts about me.
Look, she is not.
What are you trying to do, break us up?
Dennis, when Mary pays you a compliment, why don't you just... Oh, kid, that must be Don. Remember the trick we're going to play on him.
Okay.
What is it again?
Look, when it's his turn, nobody guessed that it's Lucky Strike, because that's what he'll give us. Come in.
Well, hi, kids. You still playing 20 questions?
Yes, Don, you're just in time. It's your turn.
Ah, good. I've already got something in mind. Start guessing.
Okay. Is it a living thing?
No.
Is it a manufactured article?
Yes.
Does its mother live in Capistrano?
Dennis, don't waste questions.
That's not a wasted question. It's also found in Capistrano.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Don.
Get this, Mary. Get this.
Don, is this thing you're thinking of nearly 3 inches long, about a 1/2 inch thick, and white in color?
Yes, yes.
Is it round and firm and fully packed?
Yes, yes. Ah, it's amazing the way you people are guessing it.
Is it free and easy on the draw?
Yes, yes. Now, come on. You're getting warmer.
An electric blanket.
No.
Gee, I thought it was an electric blanket, too. Didn't you, Mary? Oh, yeah.
Yes, I did.
Well, look, Don, is this thing you're talking about associated with the letters LSMFT?
Yes, that's it, yeah.
Now, let's see.
Oh, gee, this is too hard. I give up.
I do, too.
Me, too.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, kids, how can you possibly give up when you're so close? When you guessed it was almost 3 inches long and white in color, I was sure you knew what it was.
Well, we don't, Don, do we, Mary? Come on, tell us. What is it?
Oh, all right. It's a piece of chalk.
A piece of chalk? Don Wilson, you were thinking of a lucky strike and you know it.
No, I wasn't, Jack.
Now, wait a minute, Don. I'll admit that chalk is white and can be 3 inches long. I'll also admit that it's round and firm and fully packed. But how in the name of Speedy Riggs are the letters LSMFT associated with a piece of chalk?
But they are, Jack. LSMFT stands for Leibowitz, Sanders, McIntyre, Findlay, and Teitelbaum, the biggest chalk manufacturers in the world. You're not bad, are you, Jack?
No, Don. In fact, I've got to give you credit. You've got a lot of brains. But then it takes a lot to fill that big fat head of yours. Chalk maker.
Oh, come on. Let's get on with the game. Whose turn is it now?
Nobody's. I'm not playing anymore. I'm going to the club car and read for a while. See you later. Largest chalk manufacturer in the world. Don just made that up. Leibowitz, Sanders, McIntyre, Findlay, and Teitelbaum. That's almost as far-fetched as Batten, Barton, Durston, and little old Osborne. Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike today. Oodly poo 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 pee poo. Hey, we'll be in Albuquerque soon. That'll be $126 worth of my ticket used up. Be happy, go lucky. See, I didn't think the club car was so fun. Oh, pardon me, lady.
Oh, why, certainly. Say, you're Jack Benny, aren't you?
Why, yes. Yes, ma'am, I am.
Oh, Mr. Benny, would you mind autographing this magazine for my granddaughter?
Your granddaughter? Oh, I'll be glad to. There you are. Are you going to Los Angeles?
Yes. I'm going to visit my son in Beverly Hills. Perhaps you know him. He's a competitor of yours.
Oh, is he a comedian?
No, he owns a laundry. Oh, he's an awfully good boy. He's having me come all the way out from Chicago just to celebrate my birthday. That's tomorrow.
Oh, how nice. How old will you be?
39.
Oh, lady, you're teasing me.
Yes, I am. I'm really 72.
Then why do you tell people you're 39?
It gets laughs.
Oh, I see.
Well, goodbye. Thanks for the autograph.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
That's my fountain pen.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here you are. Gee, she's a sweet lady. What she needs with a pen that writes underwater, I'll never know. Be happy, go lucky, be happy. Lucky strike today. Oodly-poop-poop-poopy-poo.
Yeah, California's sure a nice place to live, Sam.
Uh-oh, there's Rochester. He's in there talking to the porter. I'm going to stay here and listen to this.
How long you been working for Mr. Benny, Rochester?
12 years, 6 months, and 14 weeks.
Well, how come you know the time so exactly?
My friend, when you're in Mr. Benny's employ, you don't get money, you get service stripes.
Well, Rochester, if he ain't paying you much, won't you leave him?
Oh, I'd never leave Mr. Benny. He may have his faults, but deep down inside, he's the kindest man I know.
Really?
Yeah, I'll never forget the time I had pneumonia. I was so sick. For a full week, I had 105 fever. And all that time, Mr. Benny stayed right with me, fed me and nursed me.
No kidding.
And then at 2 o'clock one morning, I passed the crisis. My fever broke and my temperature went down to normal. The boss looked at me, smiled, and said, "Rochester, you're going to be all right." Then he yanked me out of bed and shoved a broom in my hand.
What's he complaining about? The house wasn't swept in a week.
You know, Rochester, this ain't the first time Mr. Benny has been on one of my cars. I made this trip with him across the country several times. Man, it's murder.
I know.
Oh, I don't mind the fact that he don't tip much. But whenever he's on board, the train is always 15 to 20 minutes late. A couple of years ago, he insisted that the train make an unscheduled stop at Newton, Kansas. Then once he made a stop for a half hour at Gallup, New Mexico. Once he set the super chief back a whole hour when he got off at Trinidad, Colorado. Now, this trip, I heard him tell the conductor to make another unscheduled stop.
At Flagstaff, Arizona.
Yeah. Say, has he got relatives in all them places?
No, bank accounts.
I wish he wouldn't discuss my private affairs.
Rochester, I can't understand why Mr. Benny keeps saving his money like that. He's not married. He's got no family, no children. Who's he going to leave it to?
What makes you think he's going to leave it?
Rochester.
Huh? Oh, hello, boss.
Rochester, I heard what you were saying. And if you don't behave yourself, you're not going to get that new gold stripe for Christmas. I'll be up in the club car in case you want to see me.
Yes, sir.
Talks about me to everybody. Gee, I'm doing a lot of traveling this year. As soon as I get home, I have to start packing to go to London for the command performance. Dinah Shore is going, too. I've only appeared at one other command performance in my life. That was at my sponsor's birthday party. I hope the one in London will be different. Maybe they'll let me mingle with the guests. Be happy, go lucky, be happy. Lucky strike today. Gee, they changed the whistle on the train just for me. Gosh, there are a lot of celebrities on this train. Gary Cooper, Irene Dunn. I mustn't forget to say goodnight, Miss Dunn. She must be sick of that Irene stuff. Oh, look at that cute little boy. Hello, little boy.
Hello, mister.
What's your name?
My name is... Say, aren't you Jack Benny?
Why, yes, I am.
I saw you on television Saturday night.
You did?
Uh-huh. I heard you play your violin. Thanks very much.
Thanks? You're thanking me for playing the violin?
Yeah. Sunday my mom let me stop taking lessons.
Well, goodbye, little boy.
Goodbye, Mr. Benny, and thanks again.
You're welcome. Gee, the club car is crowded. Oh, there's a vacant seat next to that man over there. Excuse me, mister. Do you mind if I sit here?
No, not at all. Glad to have company.
Thank you. Well, here's a late newspaper. I think I'll...
It's sure exciting out on the road. I'm traveling for Watson's Woolen Underwear.
Watson's Woolen Underwear?
Sure, you must have heard of us. We advertise on the radio. Watson's Woolen fits you snug, keeps you warm with a bug in a rug, one flat button instead of two. Watson's Woolen to the buy for you, kid.
Yes, I know that program. It features Spade Cooley and his Itchy Seven. How's business?
Well, not so good. Even bad in Chicago last week. Why, Chicago's always been a great underwear town. Windy city, you know.
Yeah. I know, yeah.
Yep, I was in Chicago just 2 days. Walked into the bar of the Bon-Ton department store, spread my entire line all over his office. That man wouldn't even look at it.
Too bad.
Why, it says to me his head is too old-fashioned. That's the trouble with this world. Too much progress. I used to carry a line of underwear, and all they were interested in was whether it had small flaps or large flaps. But today, they want to know whether it got a 16 or 20-inch screen.
Times have changed.
Yep. Flannels to channels.
I know what you mean.
Oh, you in underwear, too?
Not today. It's too warm. Have you been in the underwear business very long, Mr.
Lane.
Mr. Lane, have you been in the underwear business very long?
Oh, just a few months. I used to travel for the firm of Leibowitz, Sanders, McIntyre, Finley, and Tannenbaum.
Oh, yes, the chalk manufacturer.
Hey, you've been around.
Oh, I've traveled a bit. Well, so long, Mr. Lane.
Well, so long. I'm glad there's not talk to you there. Don't forget now, Watson's Willens, Pitcher, Snug, Cheap, Walmart, a bug and a rub, one flat button instead of two. Watson's Willens in the bar for you. Tickle.
Gee, what an eager beaver. Well, I think I'll go to bed. We arrive in Los Angeles so early.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Sam. You sure have an interesting job.
Rochester, still talking to that porter.
Yeah, you're right, Rochester. I've been across this continent over 100 times.
Gosh, you must know every inch of it.
Yeah, and America's an amazing country. It has Harlem on the East Coast, Central Avenue on the West Coast, and all that waste in between.
Ain't the truth. Well, Sam, don't forget our date. The first Saturday night you're in Los Angeles, we'll go out with those two girlfriends of yours.
Okay.
Up first, we'll have dinner, and then we'll take them to the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah, but Rochester, this time of year, there's nothing going on at the Hollywood Bowl.
We'll change that.
Oh, Rochester.
Huh? Yes, boss.
Rochester, I'm going to bed. Make sure that my luggage is all ready when I get off in Los Angeles tomorrow.
I will. Good night, boss.
Good night.
Oh, Mr. Benny.
Yes, porter.
You're going to get off at Los Angeles or Pasadena?
Pasadena. I always get a bigger reception there. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the right and duty to vote in national and local elections is basic to our American heritage. Especially this year, with the eyes of the world on the United States, every American should go to the polls and demonstrate the vigor of American free government. Remember that freedom is everybody's job. Thank you.
Jack will be back in just a moment. But first, everybody be happy, go lucky. And let's take a musical poll on the outcome of Tuesday's election.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky, strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Republican or Democrat are both all right with me, but I say vote for Lucky Strike 'cause LSMFT.
To get the voters to the polls in rain or when it shines, I thank the mildness and rich taste that Lucky Strike combines.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Yes, light up a Lucky and enjoy the happy blending of perfect mildness and rich taste in one great cigarette, Lucky Strike. Yes, you'll always enjoy Lucky's greater mildness. You know, scientific tests confirmed by 3 independent consulting laboratories prove Lucky Strike is milder than any other principal brand. And you'll always enjoy the full, rich taste of fine tobacco. Because LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So next time you buy cigarettes, try a carton of Lucky Strike and be happy. Go Lucky.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
ladies and gentlemen, next Sunday we're going to have a special guest star, Richard Widmark, who comes to us through the courtesy of 20th Century Fox. This studio, 20th Century Fox, released the Darrell F. Zanuck production All About Eve. 20th Century Fox would also like me to mention that they did not make The Horn Blows at Midnight. Good night, folks, and don't forget to get out and vote Tuesday.
Be sure to hear Dennis Day and A Day in the Life of Dennis Day. Stay tuned for the Amos Manley Show, which follows immediately. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.